Meow.
Is a character from Adventure Time that is part of the League of Assassins. Anyway. Okay, cool. So, Sofir,
Yeet.
go ahead and give yourself a short rest.
A short rest? That's almost as good as a long rest.
I know.
I'm gonna spend.
rest,
I'm gonna
but
spend
short.
2 hit die.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Just tell me once that's set up. Focat, I imagine you're good? Still with us?
Why is this? Oh, there it is.
Do you
What are
wanna leave
those?
or
What do I
something?
see?
Or-
What am I looking at here? Why'd you just roll that?
You're looking at your mom. That's who you're looking at.
Okay, there we go.
Dang, the ultimate reveal. Noodle
I had-
Boops finally
you're,
finds his
you're
mom.
looking at your mom.
Yeah, definitely.
Your mom loves
They're
you.
dead. Noodle Boops, his parents are dead.
Bruh.
Did
Yo,
did
mine
she stutter?
too!
Come on, man.
I didn't hear any stuttering when Noah said that you see your mom. Sorry, this is
What a strange
the
dynamic we
dark
have
side
going.
of my mind is allowed to be free for once.
Gigo, I
I
see
can be
you
as
in the
twisted as I please.
Gigo, I see you in the chat. You ain't slick.
Hi, Kiko.
Don't say hi to her. I'm arguing with her.
All right. Well, since Fokat is actually here, good to know. So, Tomoe, or should I say Natsu,
Yes?
after having quite a long nap, you finally begin to awaken. Currently, at this point, I believe what Sofir has said, I don't think, Sofir, you put Natsu back onto your lap, did you?
No, I did. I
Oh, you
specified.
did? Yeah, you did.
I specified. I specified that I like
pulled.
pulled the bedroll over us.
Mm.
And then I regretted my decisions because human body on possibly damaged ribs is not fun. Sophia did not think this through.
Hello.
But from the sound of things, yeah, the Natsu, you're currently waking up, currently enveloped in that of a bedroll, with still being on top of Sofir.
You're weird looking. Can I get up?
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you're getting out of the bedroll, Natsu.
Yes.
Okay. So you go and squirm your way out of the bedroll, kind of just bumping into Sophia's chest as you do.
You're so big.
And you're so small.
Say that
Either
again
way.
and I'll bite you.
Why? I'm just saying a fact. Kind of like what you did with
Look,
me.
just because I'm short doesn't mean I can't be scary.
I never said you couldn't.
Whatever.
Very enlightening conversation.
Have your
Either way.
have your fun as you will. I'm still in a bit of pain. I'm gonna lie down and think about something.
Okay.
So, as you go and kind of start to trying to get into a sort of inner calm, the cart begins to slow down as Lyra kind of leans back, looking at you all. It's like, "Hi, who's awake and who's not?"
I'm awake. I'm alive too.
Food.
So we have Natsu and we have Boops. Okay.
Noodle! Noodle! I wanna hug
Natsu.
him. Can I hug Noodle?
Noodle Boops will hug Natsu.
Noodle!
Natsu.
Mm.
This is very sweet. So,
We need a commission of them hugging.
I mean, yeah, that'd be some good art.
Should I commission it next time?
It would-
Maybe. Let's hold off on it.
If you want to.
Say, let's
Just
hold
remember,
off a
he's-
little bit.
He's like 10 inches shorter than you.
Hmm. So, with the wagon eventually getting to a full stop, Lyra looks over to you, Sofir, and kind of like taps you on the shoulder. It's like, "Hey, I know that look. Yeah, don't be too upset with me."
I'm not upset. I'm in literal pain. Which I guess
I'm
in a
not great at reading faces.
which I guess in a sense does mean I'm a little upset, but like not with you.
Either way, didn't you want to do something when this one woke up? As she points over to Natsu.
Huh? What do you want me to do?
Yeah, that. Sophia kind of like pulls himself up from like a laying position on the bench and is like, "All right, everybody out, except you, Calico. You can sit there and meditate."
We go to fire.
No, we are. No, we are not going.
doing?
We are not going to fire. In fact, I need to have a talk with you, Noodle Boops.
Oh, Noodle, what'd you do?
Food.
Okay, everybody out first and foremost.
We all hop out.
Okay. Hmm.
So, you all begin to make your way out of the cart. You know, one by one. Calico stays behind, just meditating, seemingly not noticing what has happened. As once again you seem to be in a small clearing within the forest, though this time with a large tree kind of sat in the middle of the clearing.
Okay, you two. First off, Noodle Boops.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to start being a very good boy and not run away to the things you see in the distance without telling us first, okay?
Food.
I will give you as much food as you want, but you have to promise that you will not do that again.
Hey.
And Noodle, I need you to really think about this. Imagine what would have happened if I didn't find you, and you left Natsu all alone. Don't you think she'd miss you?
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt Natsu's feelings, right?
No.
Good. So in the future, when you see a fire in the distance or anything else interesting, what's the first thing you're gonna do?
Run.
No.
Lyra quietly giggles to herself watching this whole thing.
Find food.
No. Noodle takes out a piece of jerky, like a bundle of jerky. I have the food. That means you tell me first, and then you get food.
Noodle get food.
Yes, you will get food. And Sofir will hand Noodle Boops the small bundle of of jerky from the very large pile of jerky.
Mm, mm.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, one more time. You see something interesting in the distance. What do you do first?
Follow.
Do I? Hold on. Let me check my inventory for something. I need to check my inventory, see if I have anything.
Try animal handling.
I don't think I consider you an animal on account of you have sentience, even if it is basic.
Even if it's a little rudimentary. Yeah, I feel like you're a bit more sentient than that of the common dog.
Just because I speak doesn't mean I'm as intelligent.
Let me think. Sofir will look to
You're
Natsu.
putting,
Natsu,
you're
do you
putting
have
horrible ideas into my mind, Focat. You must be weary.
Natsu? Do you have a bell or something?
Maybe I might. What
Bell.
do you need it for? Noodle, do you like this bell?
Let's make a trade, Natsu. You want some jerky? Got plenty of jerky.
How much jerky are we talking about?
Small.
That's the real question.
I've got enough jerky to last us a while, but we have to be sparing with it. No snacking on this at all. You'll take it when you need it. But if you give me that bell, I'll give you 2 bundles of jerky right now.
Okay, here you go. I'm starving.
I know you are. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove 3 bundles of jerky from my inventory.
Do you have a
Yeah.
Do you have a bell to give him, Natsu?
I found one. It
Where?
was in the wagon.
Roll me roll me a D100, please.
What's a D100?
So, on your
You own
sheet.
one?
Well, not even just on your sheet. So, you should have some. So, you're going to be looking for the dice that has like the double-digit numbers, like counts in tens. This is gonna be a little tricky because this is the hardest dice to read. But do you see the?
Is it the one that does like 40, 80, 20, 60?
Yes.
90? Oh, okay, then I have it.
Uh-huh. And you need to grab the dice that has 10 sides. It's going to look like the same shape as that dice you just picked up.
Is it the one that does 0, 4, 6, 2, 8?
Yes.
Or-
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't think it'd have a 0, but yeah.
Doesn't the D10 have a 0?
Usually it's a 10. On the D10, it's a 10.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to roll something.
The one that has zeros is usually the percentile dice, but whatever. So you have both of those dice, right? And they're the same shape.
What about one that says 10, 5, 6, 11? I'm not very good at reading dice.
It's okay.
It's okay.
The fact
This
that
is
you
what we're
mentioned an
here for.
11, the fact that you mentioned an 11 makes me think you're talking about a D12.
Okay, so that one's probably a D12. Yeah, that one has 12.
Mhm.
So it is probably the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
That's my
two
guess.
dice that are the same shape.
Yeah.
What do I get for rolling a 637 total?
Noodle Boops becomes a real deity.
Rolling 10
Alright.
D100.
What am I rolling here?
All right. So you're gonna roll both of those dice,
Okay.
and I'm gonna teach you how to read them as a D100, because this is like the trickiest dice to read for new players.
Alright.
I think I'd be right in saying that, right, Sofir?
Yeah, even I don't fully understand how to read them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we let D&D Beyond do it for us.
It's still good to know how.
So, how we do this?
So, have you rolled both of those dice?
Just did.
Okay. So, tell me what you got. Like each dice, and I'll tell you what it means.
First one was 30, and the other
Okay.
one was 7.
So, the one that is all in tens, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, blah, 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 blah. It's
Yep.
technically known as a percentile dice. So you can tuck that in the back of your mind. But
Okay.
in this context, this is giving you the tens place of what number you're rolling here. So what you've rolled is 30 something. The other dice, which is the D10, considers the ones place. And in this case, is, well, I believe you said it was a 7?
Yeah.
So, with this, and understanding what I just said, what did you roll?
37.
Correct. Well done.
Thank you.
Hey, it can be tricky. I gotta give praise where I can. Like, come on.
Does that mean yes to Bell?
Give it a second, Focat.
Okay.
Now, I imagine you and Sofir might be wondering how exactly you get like a 100 on this, because none of the, this seems to only read out for like 2 digits. How do you get the third one, right?
Mm.
In order to get a 100 on, these 2 dice, the one that rolls in tens, one of its sides is 0. It's 0, 0.
Mm.
And the other dice, you have to roll a 10, because technically you can get a 10 by rolling the 10 on the percentile. So that's how you would get a 100.
Okay.
So all good stuff to know for future. Will you remember this? Hard to say, but I figured I'd go through the lesson. Now, you got a 37?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, looking through the cart, I do not think you would have found a bell. knowing the kind of cart that the party's been given, generally what was used to transport beforehand, I doubt you would have found a bell. But I would say that you did manage to find a gold piece wedged between some of the floorboards.
Okay.
So you can give yourself 1 gold piece.
She's rich.
Meow.
Sophia goes to give you jerky
The
for
lucky
a
gold
supposed
piece.
bell. Natsu, that's a stick. Natsu, that's a stick.
Okay, but it's food.
Stick is not food. Definitively.
But it waves like a bell, so it's a bell.
Okay,
It's a wand.
okay, new idea.
She starts casting magic.
I can visually hear like the machine malfunctioning that is Sofir hearing that.
Okay, new idea. Sophia's going to take his gold pouch filled with 20 gold pieces. He's gonna take the length of rope out of his pack, cut it so there's enough to wrap it around Noodle Boop's neck. He's gonna tie it around the bag, tie that around Noodle Boop's neck.
What did?
I just realized what you did.
What are you doing to Noodle?
Making it so that in the event he does run off without telling any of us, we have 1, a valid reason to track him down, and 2, a way to ensure that we might hear him running away and have an opportunity to track him faster.
Okay.
We'll have to get a bell at the next town, hopefully. Actually, are we even going to a town? Layra, are we going to a town?
I don't know.
We're going to a lake.
Damn, that is definitely not a town. Wait, I just thought of something.
Damn.
Layra, do you have a bell or something that makes noise?
She kind of ponders for a minute before she goes and starts looking at her satchel. Give me a second. Now I'll roll the D100.
Does Layra actually have inventory?
Yes.
What's in the inventory?
Your mom.
Something that's not for you.
Take it.
Dang.
Does she have food?
I mean, technically, yes.
I didn't hear what he said.
If Layra has food. The answer is technically yes. She looks through her satchel and, surprisingly, does pull out a small bell.
Oh my god, you're a lifesaver. Sweet Lithander, bring blessings upon you, Layra. You are a saving grace. Give me that.
You owe me a gold piece.
Who's Light Thunder?
He's a magic man who lives in the sky.
Magic man who lives in the
Magic
sky?
man sky?
Can I meet this magic man?
He doesn't let everyone into the sky, only certain people after a certain point in time.
Aww.
But don't worry, maybe one day you'll get to meet him, and then be disappointed like I am.
I wish I could meet him now.
Either way, swaps bag of gold for bell and ties that around Noodle Boops. Problem solved.
Yay!
Problem solved, and I get to keep my gold minus 1 gold piece for Layra.
Oh,
Noodle Boops.
Yes.
I am gonna say, be sure to, if you can, try and remember. Like, I'll make a note of this myself, because I don't know how well you'd remember this. But do note that attempts at stealth checks are going to be at disadvantage
Yes.
because
I'm
of your
going to
bell.
put that as a note.
That is precisely what I want and also don't want.
That is the price you pay for keeping track of Noodle Boops.
I think it'd be so much better if you just put it on the horn.
I mean,
Horn.
yes, I could. However, having it around your neck ensures that you're less inclined to lose it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as easy to take off.
Maybe.
Okay, now that I've gotten that sorted, both of you. Why are you so bad at fighting?
Maybe because I have very little experience fighting?
Yeah, we're gonna need to fix that.
Okay!
And what about you, Noodle Boops?
Noodle, do you want to fight? Tell me you want to fight!
1 second. Would. Okay. No, wait. Nah, that'd still be disadvantage. Never mind.
Fight?
Yeah, not to sound ungrateful, but it felt like you weren't doing as much in that tavern as you maybe were capable of doing. And much like
Trying to lift tables.
and much like with Calico, we can't have that in the midst of combat. You need to have proper knowledge of all your abilities, as well as how to wield them. And that goes double for you, Natsu.
Okay.
Especially with your whole not being used to pain thing, I don't know how that works exactly. Have you just never felt pain ever?
No, not really. I think that was the first time I ever felt pain. Well, I'm used to it.
I can't decide if I should be scared of you or worried for you.
Maybe both.
There, Kyle leans in and is going, both. You should be both.
Before I start, what can use?
What do you mean, Noodle Boops?
Spiky thing? Long spear thing? Short spear thing?
Let's maybe
He's
not.
referring to like a flail.
Let's maybe not use real weapons for this. Give me, Sofir, like, looks at the sun. Like, 10 minutes to fashion some practice gear for us.
Stare into the sun.
Do not stare into the sun.
Can we use bed rolls?
As weapons?
Yes.
I mean, I guess you could fashion a bedroll to be the head of a mace. It'd be a blunt hitting object that's been softened like boxing gloves.
I mean, I do have what is it? Tavern brawler? Yeah.
I mean, that's a thing you could do. What Sofir is gonna do is he's just not gonna take his rapier out of its sheath.
Awesome. I can wait. Mesket rope. Okay. Tinderbox. A torch. What else do I have in my clothes? I will use clothes.
You just got some random guy's clothing. It's like, I'm gonna use this as a weapon.
Yeah, use clothes as a weapon. It might
He's
even
going-
soften your blow.
Just uppercut someone with someone's undergarments.
Yeah. Undercut! Undercut!
Oh gosh. Oh
Well.
goodness.
Well, I guess they both made up their mind.
So, Sofir, you're going and making some practice gear for everybody?
Yeah, I'll find like some decent sized sticks and then like fashion them into shape with my dagger.
So what's happening here? Is it us again? Like, yeah, what's happening? Who's fighting who?
The two
I
of
think it's going to be Sofir versus you two.
Yeah, the two of you are gonna fight me, but we're gonna use practice gear so that nobody gets fatally wounded.
You're gonna want to wear armor, but
Fighting!
I am wearing
He
armor.
is.
Bring it on!
you might want to put on a bedroll or two.
Okay. So I would say in this situation, since you're trying to fashion some gear, get your stuff, go ahead and roll me a survival check, Sofir.
Yeah, I had a
The
feeling
best
that's what
check I could really think of for
I
this.
had a feeling that's what it would be. Bad roll incoming.
The best.
13's not bad with my modifier.
Okay.
It's not great, but it'll
So-
get the job done.
Also, I've created the next super scuffed map since we seem to be getting into a combat encounter here.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
This is
Woo!
is is definitely up there in levels of scuffed. Like, oh man.
It
Be
is.
This is something.
prepared is all I will say.
It is Daijobu DM-sama.
All right. You guys can go ahead and click start
Great.
session.
You mean
Tree.
launch game?
Yes, you were in the. Yes, you can launch game. Yes.
What's new in maps? Your mom's
Yeah.
what's new in maps.
I am
Oh
one
my
with
god,
the tree.
I love this! I love this cute little area.
Thank you. I made it myself.
It kind of looks like you took a bite out of a map.
I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank
You're so
you.
crafty.
I try my best to make the best stuff I can for you guys.
Noodle Boop starts eating outside, eating the map.
But yeah, consider all these chunks of the map heavy foliage, so you could hide in it and stuff.
Ooh.
We're not gonna hide in it. There's no bandits here.
Yeah, there's no one that could take an advantage of being able to get themselves hidden. No way.
What?
I'm moving you around, Sofir, sorry.
Nah,
Yeah, so
climb
basi-
the foliage.
So basically, once I'm done crafting like practice weapons, I will give one to each Natsu and Noodle Boops, and then I will just, like I said, take my rapier off my hip and keep it in its sheath to use as a blunt instrument.
So, for these practice weapons, I'm going to need you guys to do a little bit more math when you're dealing damage, okay? Well, except for Natsu, because Natsu uses her hands.
I am now one with the foliage.
I guess. Sofir, would you make anything like boxing gloves for Natsu?
I
How do I get myself out of this bush?
mean,
You're the one that wanted to put yourself into it.
I guess I could
Yeah, and then
take
I let
like
go.
both of my. What do I have that I could make boxing gloves with? I know I have a bedroll.
Because
Bedroll.
Natsu's fighting style is unarmed. She uses her
mean-
hands.
We both have bedrolls, so
Good.
I'll
Take
take.
like a pillow.
Yeah, we'll just flavor it like I've got a pillow that goes with the bedroll and tie both those to Natsu's fists.
Pillows of fury.
All right. So, anyway, back to the request. When you guys do deal your damage, consider your damage being half of whatever your total is. So that we don't kill each other. Sound about right?
Right.
Sounds
So
good.
when I rage,
Suppose.
so if I rage, would that just be flat damage?
So, when you rage, you have various capabilities. What thing is making you think about flat damage?
So instead it wouldn't increase my damage because we're using improvised weapons, correct? Or
So, you strike and prepares to dodge coffee resistance. That's for a minute. I mean, I'm reading through the stuff. I mean, you're proficient in basically any weapon put in your hand,
yeah,
including improvised weapons.
okay, so yeah, +2 melee damage with strength weapons.
Okay. So
So
you get
would
an
that
extra
be
+2
reduced
damage on your stuff?
or-
So the division is going to be at the very end of this equation, essentially.
Oh, okay.
You'll do all your math and then you'll have it at the very end.
Got it.
Yeah. I'm going to do a little bit of the math I usually have to do.
Okay.
Am I going to ask you to do this all the time? No, I just want you guys to do some math.
Man.
Because I'm evil.
Cause you're evil.
He's the real BBEG, making us do math.
Of course I
know,
am.
right? Making us do so much math. How dare they?
I'm the great threat at the end of the campaign. You fight me.
Listen, my self-given title is Internet Funny Man, not Internet Smart Man.
Oh man, you failing at this is going to be really funny though.
Yeah, it's gonna be real funny once I get decimated by these two because they're actual fighters and I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what I can do.
Either way.
Let the
Bring it
games
on.
begin.
Alright, you two,
Everyone ready?
here's how it's gonna work.
Alright.
You come at me with everything you got. Treat this like a real battle. The only stipulation being, obviously, don't kill me.
But
Okay,
You-
I'll try not to.
You will get food after this fight, Noodle Boops.
All right. Well, considering everyone is on similar page, everyone, roll me initiative.
God dang it, I was gonna try and be cheeky. Again.
We'll get to see if you get to be cheeky depending on your initiative.
Me got 13 total.
12. Damn it. I roll so low on initiative, but because I have +8, it doesn't matter.
So, Natsu, what did you roll?
13 total.
Oh,
Let's
two
go.
13 totals.
Oh
Now we
no.
get to talk about what happens if two people get the same roll.
Do you roll again?
No, actually, since you are in the same party, you guys get to choose who gets to go first.
Oh, I'm so cooked.
May I take the first one?
Sure.
Okay.
I have a certain plan.
Okay, so
We'll see if it works. It might not work. Probably.
Let's see.
Let's hope.
ba-ba, ba-ba, and ba-ba, ba-ba. And I have now pinned that into our little chat, so you guys can be reminded if ever needed. So, Noodle Boops, you're first up. What do you wish to do?
I, as recommended, would like to rage.
Okay. So I'm curious, what would that look like for Noodle Boops? Considering the nature of your rage.
Noodle Boops would immediately yell the word "Bird," and then increase in size drastically.
Like how tall are we getting? Like how big does Noodle Boops become? Let's get a sense
Okay,
of scale
so-
here.
Where's the thing? Where is it? When I rage, it's hmm. So if I'm smaller than large, I become large, which is essentially 10 feet tall, I think. Yeah, it says your reach increases by 5 feet. And if you're smaller than large and there is enough room for you to increase your size, you become large, along with anything you are wearing.
My oh my.
Sophia, are you okay?
Well, unexpected, but not surprising.
Yeah, you'd be about
Noodle
10
Boop
feet.
big.
Indeed you are, buddy.
I wish I could
Oh.
make your thing even bigger, but I can't. But I will mark you with that. Just to note that you are currently raging.
Hmm.
Would I take up 4 squares or?
Yes, you would.
Okay, I'll just put myself in the center.
Yeah, since each of these are 5 feet.
Or is there a different token that's exactly like? Is there a dragon token anywhere?
Like if I go and try and put in like a giant token, I don't know if it'll actually show up as being super big or not. Time for a test. Oh goodness, it does.
That's a regular giant.
Yeah,
Trying
it's
to
a cloud
find
giant.
a large. Okay, so it's a dragon turtle wormling.
Well, hopefully as this gets more updated, we can update your Noodle Boops' size when things go this crazy. But okay. Good to know.
Hey, Noodle! What are you gonna do?
Suddenly I'm afraid of that answer.
Well, Noodle
Would
Boops.
the dragon turtle work?
I mean, where are you? Yeah, Dragon Turtle Wormling.
Perfect.
Yeah, I can.
It's actually that perfect size.
There you go. We'll go ahead and hide you.
Oh
Do
no!
Should I move?
So Noodle Boops will look at Natsu.
Noodle Boops. Throw Natsu at Green Man.
Yay! That's me! That's me! Bring it on!
Before that, do I use rage? So it says uses.
Yes,
And
if you
there's
have,
3 blocks.
if you've gone and entered a rage, go ahead and tick off 1 use of rage.
Yes. Okay.
Out of character,
done.
why did it have to be me who's the first one that Natsu gets thrown at?
I mean, you wanted combat, so you're gonna get combat.
No, I'm fully expected this. I just wasn't expecting me to be the first person that Natsu gets thrown at.
Well, it was a plan
I
for
get
the
to be
last one.
thrown.
But instead, I wanted to test on a table first, which didn't work out. So
Hmm.
Bring it on.
throw.
Hmm.
So Noodle Boops will gently pick up Natsu and attempt to hurl her at Sofir.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
So,
Oh, athletics?
no, actually.
Okay.
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a D1. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a D20 plus 5.
So basically, my athletics.
Yeah, I guess if it happens to be the same number, but
It
it
is a
doesn't work
plus
too hit.
5.
Yeah, I see that.
That's a total of 19.
Yeah, Sofir, what's your AC?
14.
Mhm.
I'm not hard to hit.
So, yeah, that is going to hit. All right, now for the fun part, because this is about to go into so much math, it's hard to fathom. All right,
Hmm.
so because we don't have an exact number for throwing a person, Noodle Boops, go ahead and roll me a D10. And Natsu,
Yes.
while you are flying towards Sofir, you are, if you wish, you can use your reaction to try and do an attack while you're flying at him. Do you wish to do so?
You know what?
Me
Sure,
got
that
to
seems like
that.
fun.
All right, Natsu, go ahead and roll me to hit as well using your unarmed attack.
I'm about
So I got a 10.
10 damage.
I don't know. You just said roll a d10, so I rolled a 10.
Oh, well, yeah, it's going to be 10 plus 2, so 12.
Yes.
Is that going to be halved
No.
like the rest of the damage,
Yeah.
or no?
This one, I don't think I could reasonably have it, honestly.
I'm
That's-
throwing a
that's
person.
fair.
No, I don't think so.
That's fair. I was just
Am
curious.
I doing a unarmed fighting style or unarmed strike?
So, in this situation,
So I will go ahead and
you
take
would
12
probably be
damage.
using your fighting style.
I
Okay.
will
'cause
take
that is
12
what you
damage.
fight with. Go ahead and
Total-
roll me to hit.
And then damage, right?
Well,
What
what did you
was-
roll to hit?
16, and then if
Reaction.
I add
16 total.
six-
Reaction
Okay, so yeah,
shield.
Okay, so
if I add 6, it's 22.
if you add... Oh.
Oh,
That's why I asked.
So, okay, I thought for a second you were saying 16 total. No, you rolled a 16, and
Yeah,
see.
I verbally do my math out loud sometimes. Sorry.
It's fine, it's
Yeah.
fine. Nah, I just need to keep my ear out for the total part more. That's my bad.
Yeah.
if it's useless, can I take back that reaction shield then? Or am I locked into that?
So,
Meanwhile, your ribs are still
Kinda-
healing.
so I mean, in these situations when I'm rolling with enemy dice, I usually won't tell you the number. So using shield is like a risk.
That's fair.
You know, comes into that situation because you don't
Right.
know if the shield's even going to be enough.
Yeah, I get that. All right, I'll leave the shield
So-
marked off then.
In this situation, I'm going to ask you to stick with the fact that you used the shield and it just wasn't enough.
Dang it.
Either way, yes, that does hit Natsu. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage is 8. And then plus 3.
So 11 damage.
11. And considering we have the little stuff there, we're going to have that as well. So it's going to go down to 6.
Okay, so I'll give myself back
The
5
problem-
HP.
I noticed that there's a problem here. You gave Noodle Boops improvised weapons, but do improvised weapons also grow, or?
I mean, considering it's a temporary growth kind of thing, I know some people would be a little frightened of this. And hey, if you guys end up bringing me into a situation where I regret it, I will change the rules. But I do think that it's large, you become large, anything you're wearing. Anything you are wearing, I do not think any of your weapons have transformed in size
Okay.
with you.
Good.
Now I'm questioning what kind of move I should do when I'm being thrown.
So, once you figure that out, I'd be very curious to hear the play-by-play of Noodle Boops throwing Natsu at Sofir as Sofir tries to protect himself with a shield spell, only for it to be shattered. by the
90
sheer
miles per hour.
By the sheer impact of Natsu's attack. Whatever it may be.
When I'm in midair, I want to do like a full like punch thrust into him.
Like aiming for his face or what?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Aiming for his chest.
Your ribs are gone. Your ribs are gone.
It's fine. I slept it off earlier.
Yeah,
They're
we're fine.
still
Yeah.
healing.
It'd be still a tad tender, but I mean, it's fine. Ish.
First attack. Fight's over.
You wish.
So, yeah, Natsu, you just got thrown at Sofir. We're gonna move you, like, over here.
I didn't hear what she said.
I couldn't hear it.
What's that?
I see.
Hmm.
But regardless, Noodle Boops, is there anything else you can do your turn?
Throwing her is my action. Raging is a bonus action. No.
Okay.
I'm done.
So, unfortunately, Sofir, it's now Natsu's turn because she did that attack as a reaction.
Good thing I decided to stick with
that would've
shield.
worked yet. Yep. So, Natsu, it's your turn.
Yes.
What do you wish to do?
I would like to tackle him down and actually wait, no. I'm sorry, I'm so indecisive. I'm trying to think of a good attack plan.
It's alright. You're good.
You won't.
Wait, did I deal 10 damage, or I don't remember.
I believe you had dealt 12.
12 damage, okay.
Hmm.
It's fine,
What do
you know.
think I should do?
Who are you asking?
You?
Me? The DM?
For some ideas, because like my brain is like not responding.
It's fine. This is payback to me for the first session where I took 3 points of damage, even though they were the ones who started the fight against me specifically.
Fair enough. Whew. Well, I mean, you could do a general idea of trying to just generally assault this man, punching, kicking, headbutting.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I would like to assault him physically.
Well, then, how would you go about it? Also, like, do you know you can make 2 attacks on this turn? What would be your first attack?
Probably the unarmed fighting.
Well, okay. But, how would you go about fighting this man unarmed? Would you go and try and, clock him across the face? You want to try and, knee him in the gut?
Knee him in the gut.
Okay.
Man, today just hates my ribs, apparently.
Flurry of blows to the stomach.
I mean, you could nutshot him.
I would love to do that too.
No.
Why'd you have to say something?
Why would that be a crit? Is that a crit?
I mean, I'd be very tempted to have that be a crit effect, as aiming for someone's nuts, but maybe we'll say that the strike doesn't quite ring true in other scenarios.
So, the first roll that I got, before I add the 6, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh no! You
That's
don't
a
need to
crit.
add the 6. It's a crit.
That's a crit. This is. Ooh.
Oh no!
You know, that's fine. Just take my ribs. I don't need them.
I guess this is the knee and the nuts now.
So is that quadruple damage? How does this
No,
work?
I think that's just death. I think I'm just dead.
So, Natsu, go ahead and roll me damage real quick.
But don't I add the 6 for hit?
You rolled a nat 20
Okay,
in a combat scenario. If you
if
roll,
you roll
the
a nat 20, it's a crit.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter what else. You just automatically crit the person, dealing. Is it double damage?
Generally, it's double damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, damage is 11 total.
Dang.
That's 22 damage.
It's fitting.
22 damage.
It's fitting that I would die
I'm
to
gonna
my.
half
that I
22
would die.
damage, so it's just flat damage.
It's fitting that I would die to
So-
my own party.
Well, yeah, man, do I consider the half damage rule we have since it's a training bout, or do I let it be that it hits so hard, you hit this man so hard in the nuts, he's dying?
I mean,
I'll let you choose.
she's got
I will inform you. I have
pillows on her
I
arm,
have 17 HP. If you go with the full damage, I'm just down, which is very fitting for a nut shot.
I mean,
Let's say the pillows soften it, yeah.
we do have Lyra here. She can go and get him back up.
Yeah, she can always help him heal.
This is not what she signed up for.
This isn't.
This
very
isn't what
much
you
isn't.
signed up for either.
But all right, we're gonna go by the rule that with the crit, we're not going to apply the half damage. But don't worry about downing your character. Just bring him down to 1.
Okay.
The hit connects.
You're
Sofir
going down.
Sofir is on his knees, clutching at his family jewels, doing everything in his power to not cry out in pain.
Bye-bye.
It would be so fun if we could turn our tokens in a direction so it would look like he's laying prone on the ground.
It would be fun to just turn it around. It's just on the ground. It's like, but I will say, considering there's no one to assault you and maintain your rage, Noodle Boops, I would have to say that you would probably fall out of your rage.
That was a really good strategy.
Thank you.
Do that in the future far more often.
Thanks.
To the
I'll
enemy.
work on it.
To the enemies, though, not me anymore.
As long as you give me more jerky, we'll be friends.
Sofir passes out.
Oh boy.
That was fun. I want more. Give me more.
It looks over to Natsu. It's like, look, if you start trying to do that to me, you're gonna find you're missing a target. I'm warning you now.
Is Dad okay?
He doesn't say dead, okay?
Is Green Man okay?
He's about as dead as
Fine.
he's about as dead as a man can be without suffering a mortal wound.
Be lucky I didn't decide to rip it off.
There's like just slowly dragging you over to the cart, Sofir.
Noodle Boops will assist.
Alright.
Strongly reconsidering the
I'm
alert
just
feat.
gonna dance around this thing. I'm just gonna dance around here because I'm happy.
So, reconsidering the job yet?
I'm reconsidering life.
Noodle! Look at me go! I kicked him!
Yes,
It was fun. I want to do it
I
again.
don't plan good.
I want to do it again.
Cue the bandits. Where are they?
I know you wish for there to be bandits here, but unfortunately there aren't. Ah, shucks.
Lyra, I need you to know something. If I die here, I want you to know I've got stocks back in Waterdeep. You can take them.
Hmm? Oh, I thought you were going to tell me about the birthmark. Oh.
What?
Yeah, I was already planning on that.
That's weirdly expected, but also how dare you?
What? I mean, what was that going to do with you if you died? I mean, no one else is going to have them.
This is true. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna die now.
Lyra, in a, like, kind of oddly kind gesture, just kind of leans you up against her. Just idly giving you a pat, just on your head.
I don't suppose you bought any healing potions. I'm gonna need a few.
Nope.
Ah. It's a sad day
If
for
only
me.
we had a healer.
It's a sad day for me, my ribs, and my jewels.
Like, I've got healing, like a healing kit that I can try and patch you up with, but we're already running low on its supplies considering your earlier stint with Calico.
What happened? I gave you so much gold for healing supplies.
Do you know how much a healing kit is worth?
No, that's why I have you.
She looks down disappointed. A single healer's kit costs 5 gold pieces.
Damn inflation driving up prices. Gotta stop these politicians before things get worse.
By the way, that's standard price. That is normal D&D cost for a healer's kit.
Something about that seems wildly inconsistent with how money works in this.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, she is not using these healer kits to their fullest potential because she is not a healer. You know, let you guys peek behind the curtain a little bit. A kit normally has 10 uses. She has used it twice.
I am so incredibly dead.
If only I had died in the first session 0, maybe we could have someone who does healing. Ooh.
No, I will not let
And,
I will not let Noodle Boops die now.
Ooh.
I mean, regardless, as Lyra goes and uses these kits, she will get better at it. You know, just so you know.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah. But either way, closing out that. Boop. Pause. So,
Meow?
meow.
Meow.
All right then. Yep, very much meow. Yes.
Meow.
Intriguing.
I feel like this conversation isn't going anywhere.
Such deep, engaging dialogue. Who could have foreseen this level of writing?
Meow. Meow.
Very engaging. Very.
Lyra, make them stop.
I mean, I would if I could.
Don't tell me you're scared of her now, too.
Noodle Boops would run back to the cart, the bell jingling as he runs.
I'm gonna go after it too. I'ma follow him. I'ma follow Noodle.
I'll go ahead and resume.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
session for you guys. Or, sorry, I had to redo the thing.
Woo! Our second successful combat.
Woo!
Ooh, that was fun. I want to do that again. I want to kick more people in the balls.
No!
Yeah!
You've given her a
Yeah!
taste for it.
I did nothing. That was your idea.
You're the
That
one
is
who wanted to
true.
do combat.
Like,
I got lots
yeah.
of tricks up my sleeve.
I mean, Tomo is the one that asked for assistance. I mean, I'm merely obliged.
I appreciate it.
Will I be able to gain the benefits of a
So-
short rest?
I
Yes,
don't
go
know,
ahead.
will you?
So, by the way, consider one of the rolls you do for your short rest to be a max roll.
I'll go with the D8 plus 2 in that case for a total of 12 and 11, so 23.
Alright.
Let me go ahead and just set me down to that, and then Bam.
Just undoes the damage dealt by the nut shot.
I
That
don't
is
think
exactly what that healing does.
all of it dedicated to restoring my dignity.
If you could have walked, you and Noodle Boops would have had the same walk.
Yeah,
though
sure.
For entirely different reasons. Either way. So, Natsu,
Yes.
roll me perception.
Perception. Let's see.
I swear, if you nat 20 this.
Why? What would happen if I nat 20'd it?
It would mean that you're taking all the good luck.
I'm so sorry. I rolled a nat 20 again.
No way. No way.
I need to avoid doing anything in this because I'm just not gonna roll well, apparently.
Because my dice are just fucking lucky, man.
She has
I
siphoned.
straight up slammed it on my desk as a roll, and it rolled a nat 20.
She has siphoned all of the luck from me specifically. I cannot roll anything above like a 10. Oh, well, I can do it for things that I'm not proficient in, apparently.
What am I not proficient in? Nature. Let's roll nature for one sec.
Well, that's a roll to put out there.
Well,
I go and do a roll and I roll a 99.
ow. What?
Yeah,
Well
no,
then.
I can't roll above anything.
Nat 1 for Sofir.
That was for nature. I don't know where I am.
That'd be a
Alright.
40. Why
She has
should it be a
discombobulated
43
my
then?
senses.
Okay.
So what now that I rolled a nat 20?
So you and Sofir. Sofir, as you're sitting and kind of thinking about everything, there's this moment as the sort of forest clearing that you're in goes very quiet for like a brief moment.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to your alert feat, you just know that something bad is about to happen.
So how much time has passed from
It's been a few minutes, like a good 15 minutes or so.
okay. Are Natsu and Noodle Boops, like, where are they in relation to me?
I mean, the things are resumed and
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot that was back up. If they're close enough,
Yeah.
I will... If I sense that something's about to happen, I'll call out to them and be like, ready yourselves, something's coming.
Mm-hmm. Natsu, as you're hearing that, you spot in the, some of the foliage, like a very faint glinting as there's this sudden snap as a crossbolt flies in your direction and you, like, manage to just perfectly dodge out of the way of it and grab it out of the air like a badass.
What's this?
Danger.
What is this?
Do I see,
Back
can I
to
see
sender.
where that came from?
Mm-hmm.
Can I-
Looking over, to where it came from, it seems to have come from over here.
Where? Ah. Can I... Is that within line of sight? Can I Misty Step over there?
I mean, it is within the foliage, so you can try to start making your way into the foliage, but it's hard to say where within it you would need to go. Like, you'd be able to get along the edges of it here.
Assuming I'm not stopped by anything, I'm just gonna jump from my position and right here.
Okay. So,
I'm just gonna wobble this arrow glimmer shiny thingy in my hand because I've never seen it before.
Mm-hmm. So you start pushing into the foliage, getting a little bit of vision through it. Still unsure of where this bolt had come from. Natsu,
Yes.
due to your nat 20, you could see exactly where that bolt had came from, and they would be, like, kind of a few steps ahead of where Sofir is currently standing as they're pushing their way through foliage. Mm. Noodle Boops.
I was gonna say rage, but I wouldn't know anything. So during this commotion, Noodle Boops just looks around, a bit confused, but upon seeing the arrow in Natsu's hand, he would understand that they're under attack. So he would start moving over to the foliage over here because no sense of direction again.
Mm-hmm. Noodle Boops.
Yes.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Awesome. Wait, what am I looking at? This one. Is this saving throws? 9 total.
9 total. Lovely. All right. So, as you go and make your way over into this direction, there's this moment in which you can hear the sound of clinking glass for like the briefest of moments, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange. As you hear the sound, there is a moment as rather suddenly you see this small glass bottle get thrown out of the foliage, like directly at you, as it smashes against the top, like against one of your horns, and the entire area of around you suddenly combusts into flames.
Okay, so I thought this was much worse. It's not.
Mm-hmm. I am I have to tell you that you are going to be taking. Come on, numbers. Give me my numbers. Where's my numbers? There you are, numbers. I have to roll this. You're going to be taking 5 fire damage, and you are on fire.
I'm gonna turn around
Oh, fire
and see Noodle
damage,
Boops
and I'm
in
on
danger
fire.
and
Okay.
on fire.
Is that in conditions?
Damn, you do be on fire.
No,
No?
it's not,
Okay.
but it's the nature of the thing that is currently affecting you. But with
Okay.
the radius of this flame, some of the area and the foliage is being revealed near you. As
Also?
you can see there is a man up here hiding within the grass and is trying not to get caught up in the fire that is now blazing.
North Rosu, thank you for the
Okay.
follow.
Hi, Rosu.
Hi,
Say
Rosa.
hi.
Hello.
I should be sleeping soon.
Well, I mean, we can try and save this for later.
Hell no. We're doing this combat right now.
I don't think you understand how long this combat's going to take, considering how long the last combat took.
We
mean,
I don't
you have
mean
until
the
11.
nut shot. I mean the commoner fight.
I have until 11. It's fine.
can make it.
Kind of. Not
We'll
really,
see.
But it's fine.
This is a mistake.
On my part, yes, it's a mistake.
It's also a mistake on my part because I've been nothing but mistakes today.
So, upon seeing part of this man named Bandit 4, does that start initiative?
With this, I was about to say, folks, go ahead and roll me initiative.
And before I roll another 4. Never
13
mind.
total.
Never mind. 24. Finally a good roll on something that actually matters.
I got a 13 total.
What is it?
What am I
Okay.
rolling?
You're going to be rolling for initiative.
Okay. 21 total.
21 total. Okay, so we have Sofir is first. You got 21, so it's going to be.
And then I am last after the bandits. Woo!
Oh, yes,
I
how
love
fair.
my dice.
How fitting.
Calico's just passed out.
I love how my dice is. It's so nice. My dice is so nice to me.
That's a set of dice that's never getting put in dice jail.
Nope.
Wish my dice loved me that much.
I bought these off of Etsy.
Wait,
They
how
have
does
little
fire damage
mushrooms
work?
in them.
Nice.
So,
They're so cool.
and
Do I take fire damage on my turn or?
Hi, Rosa! I have the stream up on my end.
so, due to the nature of this thing, unless you take an action to extinguish yourself, you will be taking fire damage each turn when it comes around to your turn.
That's a
I
big
see.
oof. Don't die on us. You better not die on us, Noodle.
I mean, someone allowed me to be as crazy as I wanted to be, so we'll have to see.
I think we'll be fine as long as we don't party wipe.
Entirely
I'm
possible.
totally not trying to kill Noodle Boops or anything. It'd be sad because I just updated his backstory, but
Because I
Something-
definitely want to commission some art of Noodle and Natsu.
Merchandise.
The fact that you two are like bonding as much as you are, I feel like you should be avoiding purposely killing Noodle Boops.
I know, but it is what it
I
is.
love Noodle.
It's all in the dice.
This is gonna go horribly.
Oh, definitely.
I love
Absolutely.
that we've got this entire thing as Sofir is dad. This
I'm the
one of my
horrible
favorite dynamic.
I'm the horribly abused dad, apparently.
Hey, you put that one on
Sofir's-
yourself.
Sofir is just the gritty, just like tired of everyone's shit dad. Lyra is like
You-
the somewhat separated aunt. And Noodle Boops and Natsu are the children of just unlimited potential energy. With Calico being the strange man that they met along the road that the kids insist is like their best friend, yet they know barely anything about him.
These kids are endless potential of draining my wallet. With how many medical supplies I'm
Also
gonna have to
true.
buy.
Mm-hmm.
More jerky.
Either way,
Only if you're
we're
good.
entering initiative roll. Sofir, your move.
Do I have eyesight on anyone in front of me?
Roll me perception.
Would
And I
my
won't have this cost your action in this case.
I did want to ask, is
Considering you
my
were already doing that.
would my passive perception have any say in this? Because it is an 18 passive.
That is if they had been doing stealth checks to try and get around you. They have not moved.
Ah, I see. 22 for that perception then.
So with that, I would reveal, because I have stuff set up for Fog of War mechanics. I would say it would, nope, not that. Other button, please.
I hope you're enjoying this, North Rosu. I am going to die.
Looking through a lot of the foliage, it takes you a minute, but you do eventually spot a man kind of hiding out in the back. Finally clicks why you haven't noticed him is that he's dressed up to look like the foliage. Like a very primitive version of like a ghillie suit or something.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna go real bad for me because I haven't long rested and I am almost out of first level spell
Running low on
slots.
slots. Mm-hmm.
And meta magic. And meta magic.
I know.
Okay, here's
Yeah, man, if these nuts.
here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to where's my meta magic at?
Do consider any of these foliage spots is also a prime place to try and do the hide action if you wish.
Let's see. So I have enough for a twin spell. And I am... Okay, so I'm right here. And my Ray of Frost has a range of 60 feet. So, that being in mind... That... and that. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do, assuming I can see this guy right here,
You would be able to through the fire and the flames.
That's my favorite song. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna expend a sorcery point to cast meta magic twin spell Ray of Frost at Bandit 4 and this bandit right here.
So, I'll update the initiative order since you have revealed this other bandit.
Hooray! I'm making progress.
Yeah, it's bandit 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for my Ray of Frost on both of them. First one is a 15, and the second one
There's a total.
is an 11.
So, I'm guessing I don't need to, are these totals?
Yeah. 15 and 11
Okay.
are the totals.
Thank you. Because I need to know this kind of stuff. But,
There's a total
alright.
of 12 bandits.
Your first one hits, the second one doesn't.
Okay, so that means the guy in front of me gets hit. The one very far away does not. So here's 2d8 of frost damage. Man, can I just not... Can I just roll above, like, a 3 for some of these? 9 damage to this guy.
9 damage? Okay.
Yes.
So, using Ray of Frost, you launch that sort of spectral energy towards this man as it launches towards him, making it sort of crystalline structures in the air as it flies towards. As it lands squarely upon the man's forehead, as just as he freezes on the spot.
Oh, wow. That didn't take a lot of effort. Good to know.
You did just enough damage. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay, and let me think. I still have my bonus action. So, how does this work? First level or higher? Okay, so I can't do that. In that case, I am going to cunning action dash. And I'm going to, let's see, this makes it 60 feet for me, so I'm going to go right here and then loop around here. Basically avoiding the fire in its entirety to interpose myself right here. I'm a speedy boy.
You're a speedy boy. You're built on speed.
Just operate
Wow.
just operate on the assumption that every time I cunning action dash, I am just flash stepping everywhere.
Well, regardless, Natsu, you're up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't have anything else I could do.
What can I do?
Well, you've got a roaring fire next to you, and you've got a lot of other foliage covers with the potential of more dudes.
Haven't watched a D&D session since 2017. Well, I hope you're enjoying it, North Rosie. We're certainly having fun.
Lots of new players here, North Rosu. Lots of new players.
A
I
whole,
hope you're all having a lovely time.
a whole two lots
I'm
of new
gonna
players.
In this way. Like-
What's up?
I'm gonna go in this direction.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
You
just
can use the
gonna.
ruler and measure out your distance and go where you want to go.
I'm just gonna like walk over here
Okay. So,
and
so you reveal. Let's go ahead and
I will be
Just
right
by being
back.
this
I need
close.
to use the restroom.
go ahead. You would reveal that much. Just by being there.
I'm gonna walk a little further into the bush.
Mm-hmm. So I do believe that would be all of your movement going that far. 'Cause you do have 30 feet, yeah. You started right there. Yeah, that would be all of your movement. But, alright. Oop. And you would see that.
So there's no one there.
No, there's not.
I'm dumb.
Hey, you don't know. But I do not believe there's anything else you can go and do on your action, is there? Unless you wish to use your action to dash to try and search through more of the area. Though, do know running through this foliage will count as difficult terrain, which means it costs twice as much movement to go through it.
What do you think I should do?
Tomoe. Look,
At one
I
point, he's gonna get you to spill the beans.
Look, I understand you want assistance in.
No, I'm
your-
just joking. That's why I said, "What do you want me to do?" It was just a joke.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes.
Sorry.
You're gonna need gift of gab for real.
Like, holy cow. But all right, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
There.
Not really.
All right. Well then, we could just
No
leave the
one's
turn as
waiting
that.
for me.
Want to leave your turn like that?
Yeah, since I don't have that much walking speed.
Who's a good baby? Who's a good baby?
I mean, you could use your action to do the dash action to allow you to have more movement.
It's true.
And you know what? Yeah, I think I'll use my dash and what's it called? Go from here and dash up here to help Noodle and Sofir.
You would not be able to make it all the way that way.
How far?
If you use the ruler tool, you can check. It would be your movement speed. That's how far you can make it.
Yeah, I'd be right here.
Like, trying to go up to them, you would be able to make it to around here, I think.
Oh, okay.
Roughly
No,
like
actually, one more up. My bad.
like around this area is the upper limit of your movement.
Here.
Yeah, that's where I was pretty much.
Yeah, where you started, because you used all your movement to get down here in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll use dash and go up back here.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself back then.
Cause like I took a dumb thing.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And you don't
Yeah,
know,
I know.
you know, if there's anyone else here.
I was thinking like, is there someone over here?
I mean, I've got, you know, these numbers on guys. Seems to imply there's like 4 of them. Like, yeah, they may, you know, there's gotta be like other guys here. I wouldn't just, you know, label,
Five.
you know, the guys
There's
like,
12.
you know, like 2, 4, and 9, and you know, have there be no one else there. Like, no, that'd be cruel.
He's playing mind tricks on us.
As I suspected, all the bandits are actually 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
It's 3 noodle boops in a trench coat.
That's funny.
They're working together
That
for the
would be
common purpose
so
of food.
difficult to work. Okay, so that's so hard to do because Noodle Boops himself has no sense of direction. So one would be going in one direction while Noodle Boops is, or the one at the top is facing in another direction.
The men would be walking backwards everywhere.
Basically, yeah.
But either way.
West is this way, continues walking to the left.
So, with that done, let me do some quick measurements real quick. Oh, alright. So, let me go ahead and roll. Okay, sweet.
What's the damage?
So, Sofir, as you're over near this bandit, you hear the whistling of a bolt fly by you, you know, completely missing you and getting lodged somewhere in the underbrush near you.
Do I see where that one came from?
In this situation, considering the fire, the flames, and all that's going on, I would ask you to roll me a investigation check.
Investigation? Mein Gott.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it, it was almost an 18. 4.
Dang. 4 total.
You're oblivious. You don't know anything.
You try and figure out wherever that bolt came from, but you're not even sure where the bolt went.
Damn, if only all this fire wasn't around.
Yeah, if only you weren't standing next to this flame. Noodle Boop, stop nudging your character out of the fire.
But there's fire everywhere.
Yeah, but you middling around can change how much movement speed you have. Like, sure, technically, you've got more than enough to get out of it, but still. Either way. So, with that, it is Lyra's turn. Lyra's kind of looking around, a little bit concerned over the situation. Sofir, it is your call as to what Lyra would do in this scenario, considering they're your companion.
I'm assuming she can also see Bandit 4.
Yes.
She's gonna shoot him with her crossbow. Hopefully it goes better than last time.
Alrighty.
That is a d20 plus, what was it?
You can check her sheet.
Where's the thing? Crossbow
under
plus plus 4 and then 1d2, 1d6 plus 2. Okay. So roll this plus 4. Does 14 hit?
14 does hit, yes.
Alright, 1d6 plus 2 coming up. Hiya! 5 damage total.
5 damage total. So, Lyra, seeing the whole situation unfolding before you, a giant fire burning in front of the cart. You know, one thing I hadn't mentioned, the horse currently on fire, as it is, at this point with the rain snapped, has run off.
Oh no.
Rather unfortunate, I must say.
No.
Where is he?
Which direction is it running?
It's running to the east.
So this way?
It would be... where's the thing? This way.
Well, off the cart. And she's going after it.
Gotcha.
She is not about to walk the entire length of this journey when we have the opportunity for a cart.
Mm-hmm. So, Lyra is going to be out of the fight to make sure you guys don't lose your horse.
Damn it.
So I can cross her out as well. But her one bolt does strike true as it manages to lodge just shy of hitting the bandit in his neck, and instead lands like right in his shoulder. It's like, oh, bless me!
Okay.
That's
And,
smart.
and that'll be... Yeah, that's Lyra's turn. Have fun,
Yeah,
Lyra.
that's Lyra's turn. And the next guy that would be in initiative order is dead. Noodle, it's you! What do you wish to do?
Dear Dungeon Master, I would like to rage.
Ah, yes, the classic choice.
He's doing the thing.
He's
But
gonna
I
get
take
big
damage before I
again.
rage.
You are going to be taking damage, yes. It's the first thing that happens in your turn. You're going to be taking another 6 fire damage.
He's gonna get bigger.
Come on. Give me the thing. Ah, thank you.
There you go. I was totally prepared for that.
Careful now.
So that's my... What was that? That was...
I think raging is a bonus action.
action. Yeah, bonus action.
Mhm.
So, may I grab a tree and start hurling it?
Considering a lot of the foliage near you is mostly like a lot of shrubbery. I mean, there isn't quite super thick trees. Like there would be some like off the edges of the map. If you'd like to go grab one from
See.
there.
If it is shrubbery, though,
Yes.
I have an idea. Because since it is on fire,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yes, the
I would
shrubs
like
that you're
to
currently at
spread
are
it-
on fire.
I would like to grab, if I could, the shrubbery and toss it somewhere so that it may spread the flames.
Oh
Yeah,
no, no.
That is entirely allowed.
Oh yes.
I'm
So
a horrible father. I've allowed them to become monsters.
But
Yay,
Arson! Yay! Arson! Da 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 da!
So
Fire.
So Noodle, you're gonna
Fire!
take some of this flaming shrubbery. Where are you gonna throw it?
Choose your fate.
Right here.
Okay. You know, for the edge. All right, that
I'll
works.
be on fire.
I'm gonna roll for that, yeah.
Yeah, you are. Go ahead and roll me a d20 plus 5.
Athletics?
Athletics works because it's plus 5, but in this situation, I'm not really aiming for athletics as the skill.
Natural 20, baby.
God.
Oh my
Bro.
god! Look at
Bro.
you go, man.
Bro, you cannot make
Decimates
this.
the entire thing.
You cannot make this up.
I can't even. What the heck?
The both of you are stealing my luck.
Got some luck
Well,
vacuums over here.
Yeah.
I did say this morning, fortune guide me.
Well, either way, so your strike doesn't quite exactly aim where you were going for, as it manages to land in the center of the foliage, over there.
Yay! So, like, literally.
Yeah. As... let me go ahead and do a thing real quick.
Oh, that actually looks so nice. It starts
alright.
out as a little ember and then it starts, you know.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you throw a pretty sizable chunk of flaming foliage over here. It's got a pretty good start. As you do this, you just suddenly hear a, ah, ah, ah!
Oh my god!
Fire.
The pain was so intense,
As-
Discord couldn't pick it up.
As a man suddenly tries to run out on fire and collapses to the ground dead.
I'm surprised they never took a shot at me, man.
They were going to after Noodle's turn.
Did I see that from where I am, or is my view obstructed?
I don't think you'd have a great view of it, but I think you could have heard it.
Whoever just died, I really hope they didn't have important information on them.
Can I move?
Yeah, you can move. Downside is that you've used your
Perfect.
action to go and toss some stuff aside, so you're still going to be on fire, but yeah, you can move.
I think Noodle Boops has gone up a
Wait.
tier in terms of who's more terrifying because he's standing in fire after setting somebody else on fire.
Hmm. So would I still have my full movement?
Yes. Though, due to your size, technically you would be able to move further. Technically.
So just basically double my movement, correct?
I mean, movement when you start getting to like really large sizes gets a little fiddly. Because at large, you're no longer like you can kind of like measure your things out from like the edge of your character token rather than from like the middle of it.
Ah.
And you're more aiming for like where the squares meet rather than each individual square.
So I'm just taking from the edge of my token to where it should end, correct?
Yes.
Indeed, North Rosu. Fire. Mwahaha.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, alright?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't
Passionate.
believe I'm partied with two arsonists.
Do I explore the foliage in front of me? Or do I move elsewhere?
The true
Decisions. Either way, I need to get myself out of the flames.
Mhm. Yeah, not being on fire would probably be a good start. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to pat yourself down until next turn. But at least you'll be out of the area that is actively in flames.
I'm having to fight with my IRL cat to keep him away from certain things.
I always forget the IRL cat's name.
I have two of them. The one currently being a menace is named Yuki. And the one crying for my attention that you can't hear because she's in the other room is a Yuri.
Oh, I'll change the thing so you can see more. Since you are moving this direction.
Okay.
But is he moving
So
around?
since I'm still on fire, would I start spreading fire if I don't pat myself down?
Yeah,
no.
you would. You would start spreading flames through the foliage if you do not pat yourself down.
I am a bloody genius. Wonderful.
I will say
isn't
the fire
it?
will I will say the fire will spread if you end your turn in a spot while you're still on fire.
So how much was that? That was from technically it's
there.
from right here to
It's like 10
about
feet.
7, 10?
About
Or was
10
I
feet.
right outside? Yeah, about 10 feet. So I have 20 movement left.
Don't you have extra movement? Yeah, you have
Do I?
40 movement speed, not 30. Because you're a barbarian.
Oh, 30.
Yeah, you
That
have an
have
you have an
been
extra
so
30 to work with.
useful to know.
Do you want to start again?
No. So he would make his
Okay.
way here, find
Mhm.
probably nothing, and walk back through the flames and probably end right here,
Okay.
if I measured that correctly. So that'd be back.
Slam.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, that would be about right.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
Now to make an orange circle, actually. I'm on fire.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and add a little circle for you.
I have returned it.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Thank you.
back. I have learned that if I end in a spot while on fire, I will spread fire.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck, Noodle?
Noodle is utilizing the fact that they are in flames to spread said flames.
Truly, we live in Noodle Boops' world.
Noodle Boops is the main character of the world. We're all just living in it.
Exactly.
Hey, you gotta use your brain right here, okay? You're on fire. Something else is going to be on fire.
Either way, I'm guessing that's the end of your turn, Noodle?
Yes. I will now
Okay.
immediately go do the things that I need to do. I'll be back for my next turn.
Sure thing. Alright. So... Jesus. Sofir, the bandit that is directly in front of you is like clutching his shoulder, kind of glances up at you, glances over at the slowly progressing chaos around him, or looking over to you, it's like, hey, look,
Hey.
I'm not above making a deal.
Cool idea in theory. Counterpoint. Tell me everything you know and you might get to live.
if I could know that I'm definitely going to survive by the end of this, I'll take that deal. But right now, I'm not exactly feeling like I'm going to be surviving today.
Well, you're definitely not going to survive if you don't give me what I want. But those two over there, I know how to handle them. I can at the very least stop them from killing you.
You do a dice roll real quick. Oh.
I don't think you can stop me from killing someone, Sofir.
Huh.
He doesn't need to know that.
Oh boy. I wasn't expecting this. So, the bandit kind of like looks around at the slowly progressing chaos surrounding him. You know, the fire slowly, inching closer to him. You know, the sort of cool blues of the sky. You know, that of two of his fellow bandits just dead on the ground. As in one of his hands, he has his hand crossbow. He's just kind of holding it for a moment. Looks over at the bolt in his shoulder. Looks back at his own crossbow. Looks back up at you. Looks back to Natsu and Noodle Boops. Noodle Boops still on fire and being around 10 feet tall. And just kind of thinks it all over. Looks over to you, Sofir. Is like, know that we were hired to do this. We got a lot of folks that were curious in considering the little sigil on your cart. And if you ever find your way on Greenway Avenue and a few towns over, tell my wife I love her. As he takes the crossbow and shoots himself dead.
Oh my god.
Sofir just like throws his hands up in astonishment, like, why?
I rolled the dice to see, like, how willing is this man to put up with this? He rolled a 1. It's like, not at all. I see.
Sorry, can I get his last words in text form so I can add them to my notes for later?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll put that in for you.
So are we still in initiative then?
No, there's actually more folks here. Because up next, as this whole moment is going on, let me roll some dice here. Oh, okay. You do hear somewhere out in the foliage, damn it, man! What the hell?
Am I able to discern what direction it's coming from?
Well, we'll say as is going on, a bandit does walk out of the southern foliage. He just looks over at that and just looks absolutely dumbfounded. He then looks around for a moment, like, boss, I don't think this is worth it anymore at this point. We've already lost 3 of our guys. I think it's probably a better idea to cut our losses and leave. You hear no response to the guy. Boss? Hello?
I don't think your boss cares very much about you.
Yeah.
I think he's dead.
Nah.
More likely he's
That looks
cut and
around
run, like the coward he is.
Yet. And with that, we can drop initiative order. Noodle Poops, you're free to pat yourself down.
Can I go after that bandit?
He's right here. He's not moving anywhere. He drops to his knees. Puts his
Sofir
hands behind his head.
is immediately running over after he realizes what's going on and is just like interposing himself here and turns to Natsu and is like, do not kill this man.
I I cannot 100% guarantee that I won't go after him.
If I give you jerky, will you not kill this man?
I just want to kick him.
As a former victim of one of your kicks, no, that will kill him.
Who says I'm gonna go for his groin?
Doesn't matter.
Not remotely the point.
Let me kick him.
No, go kick the. As morbid as this is going to sound, go kick one of the. Go kick one of the corpses.
Anything, but I want to kick him.
No, you go kick one of the corpses.
You're mean.
And you're a menace.
Damn right I am.
Not a compliment. Alright, look, buddy. Just tell me everything.
By the way, you are dropped out of initiative order. Natsu. You can move your little token around as you please.
I'm gonna go over here anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping a very watchful eye on Natsu.
Considering I guess you said to go kick a corpse, I'm just gonna kick this dude. I'm gonna kick him.
The corpse is currently on fire.
It's a good thing I'm not touching him.
This is gonna be my whole day, isn't it?
I think I'll go for the crossbow guy then. I'm just gonna kick him a bunch of times. And every single time that I kick him, he just falls apart.
Oh, you're going over to the guy that shot himself?
Oh my god.
And just letting like full force throttling kicks at him.
Oh, this poor man.
And it's
Even in
exactly
death.
what I wanted to do to Bandit 2.
Oh, man.
So where's your boss located?
Over there. He points over to the last, like, large chunk of foliage in the clearing that hasn't been explored over in the top left.
Do I see anything in
He's
that direction?
Still there, even. I mean, you see foliage.
Okay. And, that guy back there, who is less a guy and more a pile of meat now, points at the one that Natsu is kicking. Can I get an exact address for his wife? I'd like to send her a message.
I don't remember the specifics.
I'll just have to loot his stuff later and find out. And as for you, quick question, what kind of armor is this guy wearing?
So, looking it over, it's a bit, like, pieced together. Like, it's, there's not exactly, like, a proper theme going on here. It's kind of haphazard, like, you know, various pieces of armor that have kind of been stitched together.
So it's
to
not
form, like,
not really
loose
proper armor
leather
then?
Armor. It's like very cheaply made. Use whatever like good parts were remaining on what was likely like maybe armor taken from corpses.
Hmm.
You know, probably take whatever parts are still good, tear them off, apply them, you know, stitch them all together to get a Frankenstein-esque leather armor that, I mean, it works, but it's not exactly the prettiest thing to look at.
This is just one disappointment after another. It is not a good day for Sofir.
It's like, man, none of this is like any of like the high profile stuff that I'm used to. Like, there's no clues, there's nothing. This was This is looking like it was entirely happenstance.
This is such a bust. I can't believe. I cannot believe the events of today.
It's like, I
all
was
right.
so expecting this to be part of some huge conspiracy. Nope, turns out it's a bunch of guys wanting to make some money.
All right, fine. Look, do you have any money on you? Or healing supplies, even?
He kind of pats his person down for a bit before eventually pulling out a small pouch.
How much is in there?
Looking inside the pouch, you find 1.5 copper pieces?
Sofir looks
You find
inside.
half a copper piece in there.
Sofir looks inside and is visibly saddened by what he sees. Takes out a gold piece, puts it in there, hands it back to the guy and says, "Just go home."
He gives like a very sad nod. Like, yeah, you figured me out. As
Just go home, man.
He slowly gets up and just kind of almost like just a sad walk starts making his way back towards the foliage.
Sophia, I'm bored. I'm done with this dumb corpse.
Well, then find another one to kick. There's one over there. Points.
But I don't wanna. I wanna hear screams of pain.
Well, that's
Like
just...
torment. It's not really fun.
I'd like to do something as a surprise, sort of. Let me think. At this distance, would I be at disadvantage for a ranged attack?
Depends on what ranged attack you're doing.
Ray of Frost.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna Ray of Frost Natsu.
Yeah.
Does a 25 hit?
Why?
I
Why?
mean, yeah. That I'm fairly sure that would hit.
Take 4 frost damage, please.
Why?
Because that was unpleasant, wasn't it? Or as you would say, not very nice. That is how you're being to these once people. You don't appreciate that, do you?
Attacked us first.
And they got what they deserved, but you're going above and beyond what's necessary. You need to rein it in. If it's really that stifling to you,
Can I punch Sofir in the face?
it's funny that you say that, because Sophia was going to lean his face down and be like, "You can punch me a little if you want."
Can I punch him?
Well, I mean, so far Sophia, you're allowing the punch to happen.
Yes. I was trying to teach her a
All right,
lesson.
well-
Something tells me it's not going to stick.
Well then, in this situation, Natsu, this is going to be an automatic hit. So go ahead and just roll me, damage. Like, my question is, are you doing like your proper fighting style, or are you just, punching him?
I'm straight up punching him with my fighting style.
Oh my god.
So do I roll the d20?
No, I'm letting this happen.
Just roll damage.
Bocat is asking in chat if looting is also defiling corpses.
11 total.
11 damage.
You said just
Sorry,
damage.
I wasn't paying attention to the chat. My bad, Focat. Yes, you have pat yourself down. And yes, you can go ahead and start looting. And in this situation, I feel like defiling corpses kind of has different meanings depending on which party members you're with.
So Natsu punches
In
me
this-
proper once, and I'm like, ah! Ah, son of a... Are you happy?
No, I want more.
You're insatiable, you know that?
Can I punch him again?
Fine.
Oh boy.
11 total again.
Oh man. I hope you portray this well enough considering you're at 2 HP from being downed and dying.
Yeah, so the second time you clock Sofir, he's like, ah! And falls over. Ah!
Do it. For now.
Sofir, you spit up some blood and then spit up a tooth.
Well, ain't no health potion gonna fix that. Or her brain, but that's a whole other issue, it seems. Now where'd Layra run off to? He says, like, shambling to his feet. And he's gonna walk off in the direction that he saw Layra run. Hey, get away from there. Is everyone still here? Where'd everyone go?
Yeah?
Okay, it was just eerily quiet.
Anyway, here you go, Sofir, by the way. You asked for that earlier.
Perfect. I will add that to my notes once the session's over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This is Sofir's greatest day, honestly.
Yeah, nothing but dubs for Sofir.
Yeah, things honestly could not have gone any better than they did.
But, alright. So, Natsu,
Yes.
do you mind rolling me a perception check?
Perception. Okie dokie artichoke.
$19 total.
19 total. Lovely. So, as Sofir is off trying to find Layra and subsequently the horse, looking around upon the slowly growing flames around you, you do see, kind of faintly hear some rustling in nearby bushes.
Hmm? Who's there?
You get no response.
Show yourself, coward!
A moment passes. Nothing happens. The rustling has stopped. The rustling was located over here, by the way.
Well, I'm sure whatever it was is nothing.
So, Sofir,
Yep.
just as you're getting ready to, head off the map, as it were, you see Layra slowly coming back with the horse off in the distance. The horse with visible burn marks on it, unfortunately.
What's the verdict, Doc? Is it alright?
She's gonna be wounded for a bit. We're gonna need to give her some time to heal before we continue heading off.
Will the medical supplies you bought be enough to help her?
Probably. I mean, after that, I'm gonna need to start going into my next kit.
Whatever
If I
you...
remember correctly, you did give her 10 gold, right?
No, I gave
For
her...
that whole thing?
I thought I gave her, like... Hold on. Let
Maybe it
me...
was a bit more than that. Maybe it was 20.
I did toss her an entire bag of, like, 20 gold pieces.
Yeah, I was remembering it was 20. So, yeah. It'll be the remainder of your first kit, but again, she'll get better with them as she goes. So she did use that money to buy healing kits.
Look at the bright side, Lyra. With all the practice you're getting, you'll be able to become a doctor one day.
Who would have guessed the original childhood dream would come back in such a strange way?
You're gonna get tons of practice with me around, unfortunately. Anyway, let's go ahead and move the cart away from the fire, why don't we?
Yeah,
we should probably do that.
I'll go ahead and say that you move the cart off screen. And I'll... We'll stay on the edge of the map here. Well, we've started a forest fire. Or I guess they did.
Yeah, who's this we you're talking about? I didn't start nothing.
Well, it's not my problem.
Get out of this area and never talk about it to anyone?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Good enough for me.
Natsu, Noodle Boops. Come on.
Okay.
Got places to go. What are you still doing over there, kid? And she looks over to you, Natsu.
I was playing in the fire.
Oh. Okay.
I just want it to be known, Lyra. I tried to teach her morality. It's not sticking.
What's morality?
Pointing, case in point.
So, Natsu,
Yes.
mind doing me a little teensy favor?
What would you like?
Could you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, this ought to be good.
You mean wisdom, net medicine?
A wisdom saving throw.
What's that?
Sofir, do you mind teaching this lesson? I need to go check something.
Sure. So for saving throws, you're going to look where you see the strength box for stats on the left-hand corner.
Strength box.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
like
look
up at
directly.
the top.
Look directly beneath that, and it says saving throw modifiers. You're going to click the one that says WIS.
Well, she uses actual dice.
Oh, right. Well, then just
Yeah,
roll a d20 and
so-
apply what's in the WIS box.
18. Cause like in my wisdom, it's +0.
All right.
Well, damn. Pretty good roll.
Dang. Very nice.
Yee.
It's very, very
What
nice.
what is that for?
You'll see in a minute.
Okay.
DM, please, I can't die. I'm too hot.
Wait, what?
No, like literally too hot. It's very, there's a lot of fire around here.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
God, I'm so funny and original.
Ah, so funny, so cool. Hmm. Ivan, this is gonna be an interesting one.
Don't say it like that.
Why you say that?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't. Okay. So, Natsu,
Yes.
tell me, because I'm kind of rather curious.
Mm-hmm.
What is Natsu's greatest fear?
Yeah, everybody's afraid of something.
Everybody got one, even if they don't realize it.
Spiders.
Ah.
Incoming Tarask.
Ah, yes. Prime example for TPK material.
In reality, like, I'm fine with insects, but Natsu, she's afraid of spiders.
Oh, so we're going simplistic with our greatest fears here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta check, because, I mean, it could be a lot more complicated. You never know. Could be loss of a loved one. Could be, general just social anxiety. Who knows? But, alright, spiders. Good to know. Natsu.
Yes.
And you got a 18, right?
Yes.
Like 18 total?
18 total because my wisdom is +0.
Lovely. Okay. So close. Natsu, as you are, walking over to the cart, join everyone else to leave, you feel this sort of tingling sensation, like on your back for a moment,
Huh?
as it slowly begins to spread out, as in your eyes, you see and feel several spiders crawling all over you.
Hello.
How
Okay.
do you
Sorry, it wasn't
react?
picking up my voice.
Oh, I see. Man, you have to tone it back a bit. Your mic does not like it.
No, it apparently does not.
Unfortunately, I heard a little bit of the start of it. The energy, it just doesn't want to come through. But I think from the sound of things, Natsu is now yelling.
Hmm.
Get off of me!
There we go.
Get off!
So, sorry, is this happening like right in front of Lyra and I?
Yeah, so Natsu is, rather suddenly kind of swiping at their own arms and legs at absolutely nothing. Shouting about getting something off because I could not hear anything else of, unfortunately, what Tomo was saying. Insert that's what she said joke in there.
So, looking at Natsu, I don't see anything, do I?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d20. On evens, Sofir is going to try and talk sense into Natsu. on odds, he's going to start scanning the area, particularly looking for traces of magic.
Mm-hmm.
17, we're looking for magic.
All right. Well, in this situation, roll me a perception check. See what you can look around for.
All right, here comes the nat 1. Let's go. Never mind, 24.
All right. So, looking around, you kind of have a moment trying to figure out maybe where this could have come from, or how any kind of spell could have been cast without you noticing.
I like do a
Considering-
sharp inhale and try to focus my senses, like.
As you look around, you do eventually notice a slight movement in the wagon.
All right, with that in mind, quick question. Do I think that spray of cards would obliterate this wagon?
It would probably severely damage it and probably hurt Calico, who's also inside still.
Oh, damn it, Calico, why you gotta be in there? Okay, second question. Yuki, cut your shit out. Go. Go. No, you're trying to eat my mic cables. Go away.
And don't worry, folk, I will be ending the session very shortly.
All right, so basically what I'm gonna do is, sorry, where's the map at? I'm gonna run around to the back of the cart and tell Lyra, get around front, we're flanking.
What's flanking?
Not the time. And also, you're in pain with spiders or something.
No, I'm just asking, like, what's flanking? Like, I don't know what it means.
Basically, we're gonna be on opposite ends of the wagon to ensure that whoever's inside can't escape.
Oh, okay.
And once we do that, I'm gonna see if I can see anyone in there besides Calico. Which shouldn't be too hard.
So you and Lyra quickly go over to both sides of the wagon, ready to, confront whoever this is. As you both get up to the wagon, Natsu's still freaking out because of spiders. Probably on the ground at this point. Just getting the spiders off is just not working. As you guys get to the wagon, you find nobody in the wagon except for Calico.
Let me check my inventory
way-
for something.
Natsu,
Yes.
rather suddenly, you blink 1 minute with there being spiders there, you blink again, and the spiders are suddenly gone.
Where did they all go? They were all just here a minute ago. I'm scared. Help me.
Okay, so I don't see anyone. Shit. Okay, so Sofir's gonna call out to
panicking Natsu.
Sofir calls out to Lyra and says, "Lyra, scan the area, see if you can find any tracks." And then Sofir will go over to Natsu and start trying to calm her down.
So Lyra gives just a solemn nod as they go and start looking around. Okay.
Hey, you're all right. See, nothing's there. See? Look at all the nothing on you.
I know, but there were spiders on me. I don't like spiders.
Come on, you're stronger than any spider. You can kill them easy. Yeah, that's true. They are pretty terrifying, aren't they?
So you're saying that the next time that there's a creepy curly spider on me, I can punch you?
Sure, why not?
Thank you for
See-
the reassurance. I'll say that to I'll take it to my grave. Thank you.
You know, it's a good thing I wear such covering clothing, otherwise I'd get a lot of weird questions.
I
With that being
appreciate your sacrifice.
Lyra makes her way back, almost looking flabbergasted. Is like, I don't get it. There's nothing.
Well, you seem to have had a lot of
Actually
fun
nothing.
looking for people.
Yeah, that's not the weirdest thing.
Oh, as if this needed more surprises.
Took me a while to realize, as she points over to the trail you guys had gone on, we didn't leave any tracks.
That's concerning. Can I look at the area by the wagon where it was, like, around here, and see if there were any tracks left?
So, checking around, I'm not gonna have you do a check, but looking over, you can see, the spots where the grass is kind of like flattened because of the cart sitting there for a while.
But there's no actual, like, wheel tracks after pushing or pulling.
Like, nothing from, like, getting over to this spot. Like, since moving from this spot, the tracks from there are there.
Hmm. This... Would Sofir have any idea what's going on? Which... Because he's assuming something magical, but I myself am not sure of what this could be.
Mhm.
But I'm wondering if Sofir might
If
know.
you're thinking magical, go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Oh man, I'm good at Arcana. Well, decent.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 1 incoming.
Don't jinx it.
15 total.
15 total. Okay. So,
Would,
Natsu, as you're kind of recovering, Lyra does kind of take a knee beside you and kind of just give a solitary pat in your back. Like, hey, you doing all right, kid?
I suppose so now. Thank you.
she's only happy because she gets to punch me again.
Oh, that's besides the point, Sofir. Though admittedly, it is fun to see you get your entire world rocked by a little girl.
Wow. Low blow.
She has a small smirk on her face as she stands up and offers you a hand, Natsu, to help you get up to your feet.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Now, where's that feisty little menace that ends up making me more afraid for my life than I ever have been?
Right here.
There she is.
Well, at least we know who she
Give
likes more.
Sophia
At least we know who she likes
Sophia
more.
Don't you interrupt me. Give Sofir a playful punch, but don't kill him, please. He's already had enough to deal with.
Will you stop yelling?
Do you want to actually go and attack him with enough force to do damage? Because, I mean, damage rolls in
Yeah, if
D&D
I'm
is for,
doing-
like, if you're trying to be lethal.
If I'm trying to, like, nonchalant punch him, like, as I'm running up, I'd rather it hit than not.
So you want to actually deal damage with this.
Yeah. Damage is my specialty.
That answers your question.
Well,
You can do punches that don't actually deal damage.
07's in the chat.
Through
It's
the
been a good
art
one.
of- but through the art of role play, you can still have a punch be a punch to your fellow party members and such. But
I don't know
If-
self-restraint.
that's fine. So let me ask, are you going for, once again, your fighting style? Or are you just going for an unarmed strike?
Unarmed strike.
Okay. So, Sofir, I don't think you're just gonna take this hit, or are you?
But the better question is, do I even know it's coming? Because I've been sitting over here with like that 15 Arcana check trying to figure out what's happening. So I'm wandering
You
around.
roll a d20 plus 4.
It's actually a d20 plus 6.
Okay.
Clock him in the back of his head.
Go
Do
and
it,
do
you
this. Yeah, go ahead and just roll strike because he has an advantage. He wouldn't be surprised by it. He wouldn't have a sorry, not advantage. He
So
has
d20
alert. My
plus
bad.
6.
Say that again?
So d20 plus 6.
Yes.
19 total.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that would hit.
As far as I'm concerned, Sofir's like pacing around. It's like, it could be something akin to. But that wouldn't really make any sense, not where we're located. Wait. I think I've got. And then he gets clocked in the back of the head. He gets clocked in the back of the head and falls over unconscious.
Sorry.
He's like about to.
Too hard.
He's like about to turn around, like I figured it, and then just unconscious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's 4 damage flat. You don't even have to roll for it. And Sofir had 2 HP.
Hooray! Hooray! I'm dying.
So you clock Sofir in the back of the head with enough force that knocks him out. As Lyra just like she doesn't even look disappointed. She's just kind of covering her eyes while a slight smiles across her face.
Mira, I think we need help.
I would just like to. I would like to take
Walks-
this opportunity to point out that aside from the fire damage that Noodle Boops took, I'm pretty much the only person who's actually taken damage in these sessions.
Yeah, repeatedly.
Because I didn't get a hit on Lumi's character at all, because I immediately started running after Noodle Boops, and then I didn't even get a turn in the sparring session between Noodle Boops and Natsu.
So Lyra goes and makes her over next to you, Natsu, gives you a pat on the back, and says, that was closer. You gotta remember, you're very strong. You're getting better, though. Good job.
Thank you. I'll try harder next time.
Well, softer, really.
Whatever works.
Whatever doesn't end up breaking bones on poor Sofir. You keep doing this, I'm gonna have issues piecing him back together.
Noodle Boops does CPR.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I refuse to believe Natsu knows what CPR is.
Lyra uses a healing kit and stabilizes you, Sofir, brings you back to 1 HP.
Did anyone get
Just like a small few wake up slaps, like, hey.
did you get the idea of that wagon that hit me?
What wagon?
There's this brief moment that Lyra realizes what you mean. Kind of smiles, he's like, oh, sorry, it was so fast, I missed it.
Good to know there's another reckless driver out there. Now do me a favor and put me out of my misery.
Sorry, you're a bit too useful for me to try and put you down right now.
It
You
doesn't.
mentioned something about figuring something out? She tries to tap you on the face more to kind of wake you up.
Yeah, I was thinking of something.
So,
Uh,
So with that 15, there is a strategy that you had read about like a long time ago. After kind of dismantling this sort of like, it wasn't exactly a job you were, originally expecting to be going on, but you did kind of dismantle a very small, like, thieves guild of sorts that kind of went a bit too far in what they were willing to do for thieving. Less vigilante, more public menace.
mm-hmm.
It was a strategy that they were planning on employing into the future of setting up a fake path that travelers could go down. And once they were in the area, they would use various magics and dispel whatever illusions are in place to essentially trap them.
Mm-hmm.
While this may not be the exact execution, it seems similar, considering the weird thing with the tracks and the spiders thing that Natsu just experienced.
Okay.
Though the spiders thing does still not quite fit in that exact scenario.
Okay. So Sofir will begin speaking. I'm not sure if I figured it out exactly. More of a working theory. But you see, and then he relays all of that information that you just said to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit unorthodox, but I think that's what we're dealing with. Although, based on what just happened to Natsu, they probably have some kind of mage among their ranks, or some other kind of spellcaster.
Mm-hmm. Natsu.
Mhm.
Roll me one more perception check, please.
Perception.
Oh yeah, I need to adjust my HP so that it's 1.
Total.
So, as you're kind of having a moment to just look around, the fire is still roaring, though it seems to have stopped spreading for whatever reason that you're beginning to notice.
Hey, the fire. It stopped spreading.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do now?
As you are watching this, you're taking a moment as you're looking into like the center area of foliage where that one bandit had like run out of it on fire. As just faintly through the flames, you can see a figure standing in the middle of it.
Guys, we have company still.
Can I
Let's go kill him.
Can I immediately just ray of frost whatever she's pointing at?
It's in
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
direction.
You said it's
Can I, yeah.
Kill him or I will.
you said it's this way, yeah?
There's no way.
In the middle of the center, like fire.
Yeah, a ray of frost can reach there.
I don't know if I'm with all of you and know what you're talking about, but
You would have been. I just didn't move your token because I wasn't sure if you were in the
okay.
I wasn't sure if you were back fully, so I didn't want to take control of your token.
Oh, I was just around. I just couldn't speak or anything. But yeah, I would be with you. So once you cast Ray of Frost, I will use a Firebolt.
Noodle Boops and Sofir are on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
Kill him.
I just want to
Fucking
spread
kill
more
them.
fire.
Kill whoever's there. They will pay for what they did.
I guess we're rolling to hit.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I want
19.
them to pay.
19 to hit. That will hit.
Hiya! 9 cold damage. Or frost damage. Cold? Frost. Cold.
Cold. Yep. Noodle Boops, you want to roll to hit with your firebolt? I haven't said it, but I can see it in the chat. 16 total does hit.
Yep.
So go ahead
Hooray!
and roll me damage.
Yay! Damage, damage, damage.
9 as well. Lovely.
For a total of 18 points.
Mm-hmm.
Kill him.
And now that
Sofir
I've...
and Noodle...
Oh, never mind.
Hmm?
I just realized I can't do what I was going to say I was going to do.
Mm-hmm. Sofir, you launch a ray of frost directly in the direction Natsu is pointing. As you do strike, like, directly in the middle of the flames, and Noodle Boops, just kind of seeing where the ray of frost goes, you quickly just do the same. Because, I mean, he must know where he's aiming. As both of your beams kind of make their way in, though you don't really hear a sound of anything like connecting or anything. As after a moment, just almost nonchalantly, another man just walks out of the flames and foliage wearing similar looking attire to that other bandit guy you saw, though it's much nicer, almost fancier, with this sort of red and black headband on.
Ew, this guy's ugly. He's a jerk. You should kill him.
You know, that sounds like a really, really good idea. Sophie,
Looking at him, he looks unscratched.
unfortunately, I don't think it's in the cards.
As he looks to you all, looks over around the area, looks back at you guys. It goes, so, let me go ahead and ask. You all working for the archaeologist fella?
I'm assuming you
Wonderful
mean...
you are.
I'm assuming you mean Glesmine.
Do I have to answer?
You don't.
Can I answer with a javelin?
If you wish. Do you wish to throw a javelin at this weird bandit guy?
I mean, he's wearing fancy clothes and I want it, kinda.
Yeah,
Go for it.
like, unlike the sort of patchwork leather that the other bandits have, this guy has a proper set of studded leather armor on.
Oh, I 100% want that. But also, Sofir wouldn't just kill a man for his clothes.
Mm-hmm. But you want to throw a javelin at this man, Noodle Boops?
Yes. Because
ahead.
I would kill a man for his clothes.
Go ahead and roll me to hit, Noodle Boops.
And that's why we love you, Noodle Boops.
Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Roll the dice.
Come on, Noodle Boops. Come on. Roll to hit. That is enough to hit. Roll me
Oh
that
yeah.
What did he roll?
3.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, Noodle Boops, seeing this guy in his rather, nice-looking clothes, you take your javelin off of your pack, kind of rear back for a moment, and launch it at this man.
It grazes his ear.
Well, the throw does manage to, you know, like looks like it's going to be aiming for like his arm at least. As
Mhm.
as the javelin goes through his arm, and he seems entirely unbothered. There is no blood or anything to speak of when the javelin hits.
He's doing magic that we can't see. Somebody needs to kill him.
Noodle Boops, have some jerky. Sofir hands him another bundle of jerky.
He will immediately eat it.
The bandit looks over at the javelin, kind of looks back to all of you. Is like, I'm guessing you're aiming for a bit more of this. As he takes a few steps to the left, as the javelin just kind of slides through his body and kind of lands, like, kind of generally where his heart would be located. It's like, I'm guessing you were aiming for a bit more of this.
Okay, we get it. We can't hurt you. What's your deal?
Noodle Boops was aiming for a face.
Not bad.
Don't want to ruin nice armor.
Thanks. Stole it myself. All right. Well, you seem to be a man of business. Looks over to you, Sofir. You know, don't
Seem-
like to mince your words, go about anything fancy. Just like it cut and dry. Am I right?
Seems these days business is all I'm good for.
Concerning the little monsters you call companions, yeah, I'd say that's about right.
Monster? You're just a meanie.
I'm civilized, sweetheart. Go back to your box.
I am kobold.
What is
I'm like
civilized?
slowly advancing towards him.
As you're advancing towards him, he starts advancing towards you.
I will stop when there is a decent space between us.
We'll leave like the 5-foot gap.
Hey, get away from there. So, I assume you know what we're doing, where we're going, etc., etc.
Generally speaking, yeah. We were hired to go ahead and take an item off your hands.
Don't know what that could possibly be.
I'm basically taking the common courtesy, as is part of our guild, to go ahead and send you one of these. As he kind of snaps his fingers, as a arrow suddenly lands like in the space between the two of you with a small envelope attached to it.
We not have egg.
Are the theatrics really necessary here? He says, bending down to pick up the letter.
As you go in to pick up the letter, it shows that of what seems to be like just a symbol of like an infinity sign, but it's all spiky, like a thorny infinity sign.
Uh-oh.
And that is all that is on the page.
Do I have any idea what this means?
Considering your knowledge in Thieves' Cant,
Oh no.
not only is this an icon for a particular group, this also happens to be one of the various ways thieves have hidden messages, as they have made a sort of faux language using the positioning of thorns.
Okay. So then I'm able
Looking
to
over the sheet,
read it then?
you can read it.
All right.
Yes, you are. Looking over the sheet, it reads, "To the folks who are riding the wagon out to the lake, know that you're not the only ones aiming for this treasure. Thanks, by the way, for the heads up.
Miserable little snake. I knew it was him. Sofir is assuming it's the same guy from the bar that was accusing Natsu of stealing something from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the icon itself of this sort of thorny infinity sign is the symbol of the Thorn Vault. A rather secretive group of thieves and bandits that kind of coalesce together to form a rather iron grip on any of the heavily forested, areas of the world. It makes any trip through a dense forest a bit of a risk for anyone.
We will burn the forest.
So what? You come out here to give us your thanks?
A bit of a thanks, a little bit of a surprise. You managed to, take 3 of us down just like that. As he looks over to the 3 corpses.
Yeah.
But
it was a real challenge.
But
I mutilated someone.
You.
In the back there.
But I'm actually here to give an offer.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it'll be entirely in our favor.
Actually, yeah. See, me and my boys, you've gone and shown yourself to be a little frightening from what I've heard. And I'm here to offer this. Work for us instead, and we'll double your pay, and for the little miss and the little man over there, little miss, we'll give you plenty of people to tear apart. I know you're gonna love it. Little man, you like food? We can give you mountains of it. You'll never go hungry again.
Do I sense any
People apart.
Do I sense any deceit in his words?
Roll me insight.
Insight. That's not great.
What the man doesn't know
14.
is that I don't require any food, just his clothes.
Does a 14 tell me anything?
You're having a hard time getting a read off this guy. Hey, just by the general way he holds himself, it's very clear he's probably been in a lot of situations like this. Of like being the one guy that actually goes and talks to people. It's probably the reason he's the one talking to you now. So if he is lying, he's probably very good at it.
All right.
So it's hard to say.
Can I roll to see if he's lying?
In your position, the fact that I don't want a situation where every party member rolls to, figure out if someone's lying, at most I'll allow you to give the help action to Sofir. Which would allow Sofir to do the roll again.
What do I do?
Just tell me, do you want to try and help Sofir figure out if this guy's lying?
Yes.
Okay, Sofir. go
Doing
ahead
it
and roll
again.
me another insight check.
Oh, that's much better. 18.
18.
You're welcome. I gave you luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
literally, you gave it back.
you gave it after you stole it from me.
I didn't steal anything.
You and Foe have both stolen my luck. You stole my mojo. How am I supposed to
This isn't
function?
your luck. This is my luck. I'm from the Fae, so.
My true faith is the goddess of luck.
All right.
All right.
So, looking this man over, with Natsu's little comments, kind of reading here and trying to just think of the weird ways she tries to be sneaky with her wording. I mean, thinking it over, it seems like at most, like maybe it's just there's information he's withholding, but whatever information he has said seems truthful. It's just a partial truth.
What assurances do we have that gestures to Natsu. The people you send to her will be criminals or someone who deserves death, and not innocents. And on the other side, gestures to Noodle Boops. What assurances do we have that whatever food you give to him won't be plundered from somebody innocent or poor?
Man kind of squints his eyes a little bit. Like, I mean, considering you know what that's all about, I would have expected you to be a bit more receptive.
If you know anything about me, then you'd already know that that's not what I do.
Well, funnily enough, you're the one I've got the least info on.
I take that as a compliment.
You have info on me?
You're not exactly hard to figure
I
out.
have the most info on you.
Oh, really? What info? Spill it. Spill the beans.
Natsu,
You're a psycho, half pint.
Psycho? You're just a jerk.
and now I'm gonna have to deal with that for the rest of the day.
I can't give you any assurances like that. But I can say that once this whole business is concluded, you're all free to go. I mean, you don't need to stick around.
Free to go.
Most of the folks that end up with us are temporary anyway. A lot of mercenary types. They stick with us usually because they're on hard times. Like Jeremiah over there, he points to the guy that shot himself. Hard times. Tried to get some money for his family. Wife had a kid on the way. Didn't have any way to give him enough cash. Joined us.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a real fun story to tell his wife.
Oops. I mutilated his dead corpse.
You see, this is why I tried to teach you morality. I don't know why I keep saying morality, you don't know what it means.
What's morality?
You know, sometimes I really hate myself.
Why
You
not
definitely got your hands
teach
full with this.
mortality first?
Look, I appreciate the...
Sofir?
Yes, Natsu?
I'm hungry.
Takes out 2 bundles of jerky, tosses them back towards Natsu.
Thanks. Ow.
I appreciate the metaphorical olive branch you're attempting to extend here, but we don't exactly need your help or your money. But you wouldn't be reaching out to us if it wasn't for what you perceive to be a good reason, which tells me that you must know something about Glesmine that we don't.
You're sharp, ain't you?
I'm more than familiar with espionage.
There's this brief moment, like, Lyra's been, like, carefully watching this guy the whole time. As there's this sudden, like, Natsu, you can see it because you're next to her. But you can see this exact moment that something in her head clicks.
Huh?
As her entire disposition changes from caution to like an almost ready position. Like the caution gets amplified.
So far?
May I go retrieve my javelin?
This is why
Yes,
I love you. This is why I love you, Noodle Boops.
Just in the middle of this tense situation, it's like,
I'm gonna go get my javelin back.
Hey,
It's Noodle Boops' javelin. He needs it.
Everything belongs to me. People just don't know it yet.
All right.
as this is going on, you know, Lyra has like separated from you, Natsu, and is standing next to Sofir. This guy's like, hey, you, the little bandana. Yeah? Your name wouldn't happen to be Landers, is it?
Do I know that name?
Man, kind roll me history, please, at advantage.
Ooh, I'm gonna need that because I'm bad at history.
Ooh, at advantage.
While you're doing that,
17.
I have.
Huh? What was that, Noodle Boops?
Oh, well, he has a 17. While he's doing that, can I, once I retrieve my javelin, can I just walk back to said bandit and just, put my arm through him? Just because.
Yes, you can.
Yay!
So, Noodle Boops, as Sofir is trying to recall this name, you do retrieve your javelin and just start messing around with the sort of incorporeal body of this bandit, which is possibly named Landers. So, Sofir, what's the word?
I got a 17, so what does that name mean to me?
17 total. Okay. So you do actually recall the name Landers. Landers was the name of, weirdly enough, like the old leader of the proper Waterdeep Thieves Guild back in the day, like a good 30 years ago.
I'm assuming he either
the
fell
man-
off the map or was presumed dead at some point.
The man not only would have been presumed dead, he was almost assuredly dead. He was publicly executed.
Ah, in that case, this changes a bit.
I'll be back.
Yeah, go ahead, Noodle Boops. That's fine.
So, Sophia, upon hearing this name and realizing what it might mean, takes a step forward and reaches out to touch the supposed Lander's, arm.
Mm-hmm. Your hand goes through it.
So why are we talking to a phantom?
What's a phantom?
Ghosts.
Ghosts? I love ghosts.
I just follow right behind, up in between Lyra and him.
Yeah, I should probably stop all that. As he kind of does a motion of a hand as all three of the fires within the forest suddenly go out.
Ooh. Where'd the fire go?
Magic.
That's so cool, magic dude.
Let's just say my death was greatly exaggerated.
For some reason, Sofir feels an unnatural and intense urge to punch him. He's not sure why.
I had to do the reference. I had to.
I like punching.
Still doesn't explain why you're here telling us all this. Especially you
well-
specifically.
Well, let's just say that the guy that's hired us to go and start trying to do all this, try and figure out where that urn goes before you guys, not exactly the best fella to get on the bad side of.
Clearly, if he's got someone like you in his pocket.
Yeah. There's a moment that you can see what kind of looks like maybe it's generally check your sheet real quick just to be sure. Yeah, you would even with this. You see what almost looks like a flash of maybe regret on his face. He just kind of shakes his head to go back to the conversation. He's not the kindest man, and let's say when you start making any kind of deals with him, you're kind of stuck.
And yet you would extend a similar deal to people like us.
Well, you're not going to be under his employ, you're going to be under mine. different beast.
Maybe, but for how long?
Depends. As long as I can keep it all hush-hush, shouldn't be too long. Should be about as long as this whole situation is done and dusted. If it lasts longer than that, or someone catches wind that I'm grabbing on what is generally perceived as the enemy onto this, well, problems are gonna arise.
You're really not doing a good job of selling this, you know?
Not trying to. It's meant to be more of a warning.
Well, unfortunately for you, this warning's gonna have to be ignored. I've got my reasons for sticking with my employer, and unless you can provide something of greater or equal value, I've no reason to turn coat.
What has he promised you? Like, I know I can offer enough for these two, or at least while they're with us.
Information, particularly on politicians in Waterdeep.
You want Waterdeep politician information?
For the time being. But there's corruption everywhere in Faerun, and I'm not looking at just Waterdeep.
Hey, look, I can give you plenty of information on that. And I can give you plenty of less innocent skulls to bash, as he looks over to you, Natsu.
What?
Uh-huh. I see you
What?
staring off into space.
Sorry, I got distracted since you two were talking.
He's saying that he can find you a bunch of bad guys to kill.
Let me have them! Please! Let me have them! I want to kill them! I want to decapitate them!
Yeah, all right. Calm it down, you chihuahua.
I'm not a
Alright.
chihuahua, you bitch!
I'm surprised you even know what a chihuahua is. Half pint?
You know, I am too, honestly.
I don't like you. You're mean.
He looks over to you, Sofir. Hey. Even if this whole thing doesn't end up with us working together on this, once this is all said and done, my employer's done with whatever the heck he wants.
Good to know.
Care if I hop around to give you some offers?
If we're both
Like,
still...
seemingly
Well, I was gonna say kicking after this, but something tells me that boat's already sailed for you, and somehow returned to port.
Again, that whole thing wasn't quite what it seemed.
Whatever you say. But yeah, if we're still both around after this, I might take a job or two from you.
Lovely. I imagine I got plenty of information I can give you on whatever sad sap you're aiming for.
As much as I'd love to consider your offer right now, we're a bit scattered and, frankly, looks at himself, a bit battered. So the
Yeah, you
question...
definitely got a little dinged up.
So the question I have to pose to you is, how long can you wait before we can give you an answer?
On this, I can give you about a week. But do know, if you see any more of us out there, they're not gonna be friends.
I assumed as
Alright.
much.
I'll obliterate them all. I'll show them who's top dog.
Just as a general question, I don't suppose you'd be able to deliver a message to that guy's wife on my behalf? You know, operating on the assumption that I might die for looks at Natsu reasons.
Huh? What do you mean? I won't kill you.
Not yet.
You're innocent.
Not personally, no, fortunately. I'm currently far away from here.
Ah, that explains it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll just have to look her up myself then.
If you're wondering where, when you continue on your way, Near that lake you're heading to is an unmarked village. She lives there.
You know, it was already depressing hearing about this. You just made it sadder.
Hey, I'm giving you whatever information you need, man.
I appreciate it.
Clearly me and you are on similar boats. And while you're managing to continue going for a right cause, I'm stuck in chains. At least for now.
Well, maybe one day I can help
him.
him.
Chains?
It's a metaphor, Natsu.
What's a metaphor?
Okay, so you know how there are no chains on him, like physically?
Sure?
Imagine chains around him, and somebody far away is pulling those chains.
So he's just like a puppet thingy on a string?
Basically.
Well, whoever's controlling him should die. Can I obliterate him?
I'd wish you luck with that, actually.
Okay.
Well, we'll give your offer
Hey.
some serious consideration.
But, hey, you. Kind of looks over to Lara. Lara kind of looks over to her, like, what? Yeah? What's up? Like, a little bit, clearly she was thinking about something, a little deep in thought. Kind of looks her over for a minute. It's like, You're not that new informant I heard about before things started turning topsy in my end, right? Lara kind of looks around a little surprised before shaking her head no.
Huh?
Alright. I thought you were. My bad. He gives a very slight bow. But, either way, I'm not gonna take up your time. I see your friend is, having fun sticking his arm through my chest.
He's very easy to entertain.
I can see that.
Can I stick my arm through him as well?
I mean, sure, go for it.
Wow. That's cool. Kinda weird.
Aye.
Easy to entertain, huh? Half pint.
Huh? Will you see?
Nothing you gotta worry about.
If I could, I would totally drop kick you.
Why do I get the sense I'm gonna be drop-kicked instead?
I don't know.
Either way. Hopefully we can end up working together, but if not, I wish you luck. I've got much stronger folks, and if the boss ever demands I send out stronger folks, I will have to send them.
Thanks for the warning, and the wish of
Please,
luck.
I'll obliterate them all.
Oh, right. One other thing. Just a friendly tip from one thief to another, yeah?
Go ahead.
2 things. 1, you should remove the branding on your wagon.
Noted.
2, there's a common, ambush point just a bit further up the road. I sent some men there and they never came back, so I'm assuming someone else got there first.
Oh, joy.
Either way, hope to work with you. If not, I wish you luck.
I'm gonna need it. I think these two will be fine without
As-
it.
As he says this, the man suddenly begins to fade away as he completely disappears.
As he fades away, Sofir's going to collapse backwards.
Sofir, are you okay?
Yeah, no. just been faking being alright this entire time. Especially in the presence of supposedly Landers. Oh god.
Who's that? I don't care about a name. Just that ghost guy.
Were you as terrified as I was, Lyra?
Speaking to what is essentially thieving royalty? Yeah. Him knowing who I was a little bit of a shock. I always forget that I started my career and he was still around.
I get the
I'm not
sense he
scared of
knows.
him. I just want to drop kick him.
I don't think you understand what fear is. Aside from,
What's fear besides my fear?
Spiders.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah. What's fear besides my fear? Is it just the same?
It's the same, but
that
for
feeling you get.
different things.
Oh, okay.
And that right there, that was easily a great
Yeah.
fear.
Why? You were just standing there talking. Why were you scared?
Because that man is 10 times the man I could ever hope to be.
It definitely sounds like he kind of went a step too far at some point, though.
You heard what he was saying. It doesn't sound like he's got much of a choice. And if that's the case,
Does
well,
seems like he wants out of it, though.
yeah, but just look at all the trouble we get into. I mean, really. A few bandits and, well, these two are fine. I could be a lot better.
I think
Fine, just walk it off.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Sofir. I think if you looked less competent, you wouldn't end up as the target as often.
Yeah, maybe it is something I'm putting out there. But
I think
Because
it's your
our-
energy.
Your companions are masters of false pretenses.
What's false pretense?
something you don't need to worry about.
Aww.
Gonna be honest with you, Lyra, I am exponentially more stressed about this job than I ever was before.
As you say that, she's giving a nod. It's like, yeah, this seems like we might have gone up a stage in possible importance.
We
Why would
are.
someone need to hire someone like Landers to go and look for an archaeology site?
Are we being set up to die?
At the very least, I might be.
Maybe less to die, kid, but maybe that this site has... There's more going on here than we were led to believe, than just history.
His offer is very tempting, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to get entangled with whoever's controlling him.
Don't worry, just dropkick them. Then they'll die.
Sofir, like,
It's that kind of threat.
Sofir, like, is still on the ground, like, rises up a little, gets on his knees, looks to Natsu and says, Natsu, I am not even half as strong as you are. If I dropkick somebody, my legs will probably break. And I need you to understand
You're
that this
weak?
entire situation scares me.
Wow. So your physical strength is really weak. I'm surprised. I thought you'd be stronger.
You expect too much of me. And as for Noodle Boops, well, he's a whole other kind of strong. Between the two of you and Calico over there, Sofir kind of looks down like really crestfallen. I just can't seem to measure up.
You is leader.
You're our captain, right, Sofia?
Father.
Father!
sillies. I don't know, Sofir. You feel like adopting some kids?
Does that make you the mother in this scenario?
Nah, I'm the aunt.
You wish you were that cool.
I'm not. Don't you think that I'm not that cool?
You know what would be really cool right now? Taking a nice, long rest so that my bones can heal.
Uncharacteristically.
Carriage.
So, bless my nose.
About what?
Say there's more. More than he lets on.
What an odd way for you to phrase that, Noodle Boops.
I mean,
Is he trying
Does
to
not
lure us?
understand what you say.
I
Is he
mean,
trying to lure us?
the chance is there that Glessmine knows more than he said.
Of course he knows more than what he said. Ugh. Guys like him always want somebody to do the more dangerous work for them. But they always skimp out on the details that could save lives.
Very true.
Of course, I didn't question him on it when we were talking initially, because, well, getting information out of people like him is more trouble than it's worth.
He's
What
very
did-
right about that.
Bless mine. What?
Who can say?
Here?
Yeah,
I'm tired.
I think we're all a little tired.
Yeah, let's get to the wagon. Let's start heading off. I've had enough of this weird place.
Man, I am
Lyra's gonna
so
help
tired.
you get to your feet, Sofir.
I'm so tired and injured, Lyra. If I were to put it in a metric that everyone could feasibly understand, I'd say feels like I'm at 1 HP.
Well, let's get you patched up as best we can.
That
You can get some
sounds a
rest.
bit meta.
What, you've never played a game before, Noodle Boops? HP exists in plenty of tabletop games in our world, I'm sure.
All right, you two. That's enough making meta commentary. Let's go.
As soon as Sofir is in the wagon, he just collapses into his bedroll.
Hmm.
I'm
bloody
down on the
bedroll.
side bench.
I will say, with all this, we shall go ahead and end the session there. This went a bit further than I expected, but no one told me that they were running low on time in quite a while, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll just keep going. But we're going to end the session there.
Hooray!
okay.
We did it!
It might be
That was
32
fun.
minutes in the morning, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
man.
12:32
Super late at night! Yeah!
a.m. Yep, I have a 7-hour shift tomorrow or later today.
Oh, well, that's gonna be
Sorry,
fun.
Taylor.
I apologize.
12-hour shift.
I'll just sleep till like 11.
I'll be sure to, be more mindful of the clock.
I have
Yeah.
to wake up at 6.
Go to sleep.
Leave. Go sleep. Holy cow.
No, I gotta be here for the after party.
Well, it'll
Okay,
be a
you
very
s-
short after party.
Okay, you sound like me every time I make a bad decision.
I gotta be there.
I just gotta do the thing.
Yeah.
Either way.
Got it.
Either way, that's the end of the session proper. I will be ending the stream.
So,
So, thank you all so much for watching, if
before you
indeed you
end it-
have. Oh,
before you end it, one more thing.
mm-hmm.
Sofir, for
Oh.
that scene of meeting that of was essentially like thievery royalty. By the way, you would also know that Landers did have a title known as Red-Handed Landers.
Red-handed
sort of played off
landers.
the idea of getting caught,
Ah,
to where even when he got caught, he still managed to get away.
Gonna have to add that to the notes.
Also, if you didn't pick up on anything, Noodle Boops was speaking in complete sentences in first person.
I did pick that up. I wasn't sure how to approach the topic in character, so I just had Sofir be like, "You're being weirdly articulate right now."
It's very strange.
Same voice, but instead of saying shiny man, glass mine.
I know, it's very interesting. If I can say the thing for Sofir. So, for having met, such a high important figure within your lines of work, and for the very well done roleplay for during and after the fact, I grant you inspiration.
Yay!
Ooh, inspire.
Very nice. And I'm assuming I'll gain the benefits of a long rest, yeah?
Yeah, with that, everyone, you can go ahead and give your character a long rest.
Okay. And one quick question, because I completely forgot before we go. I wanted to ask, are we going to be gaining any levels? And if we are, experience or milestone?
Milestone.
Okay. Oh, my everything.
There will be some levels to gain through this, just so that people can get the general D&D experience. Yeah,
But I'm assuming not yet.
not yet, no. This has been a bunch of small fights, nothing I'd consider like a capstone that leads to a level up.
That's fair. Alright, anyone else got anything to say before I end stream?
Thank you for watching.
Anyone else?
Thank you for watching, everyone. May your rolls
Join us
be
next
ever
time on Sunday.
Ariga,
Well,
thank you, goes I'm
we
much for
may-
watching.
We may shift the day around. Not sure, because starting to see some scheduling conflicts. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Either way.
I'm only free on Sunday and Wednesday.
Oh no.
Oh no. Alright, stream's ending. Thank you so much for watching if indeed you have. Take care of yourself, safe. Bye!
Peace around, bye.